Okay, now you're in trouble.
Ban him.
Copy that.
Hey, I guess we're I can't fix it. I probably do, but I can't fix it.
Oh, ready?
What are we doing?
I think Skyhawk was out to grab.
Oh, cool.
Oh yeah.
Extremely important.
Stream trips are very, very important.
No idea till we leave. But my goals are good. My goal is between 5 and 6. Tonight. Yeah, tonight and tomorrow. Yeah.
Fun.
Lucky us. Yeah. Love that fucking freezing rain. But you get to live by the lake. I don't live by the freezing rain. That's bullshit. Yeah, you get at least a benefit. I got stuck with a winter and I got to pay to look at her. That's bullshit.
I'll take her. I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about, but okay.
I have no idea what I'm talking about. Really high. I'm sorry. So LB's not gonna make it either. And Drade's at a Christmas party. Or excuse.
Happy Friday, guys. It's open comms.
Happy Friday. Is it working?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Holy shit.
Mhm. Drayden
Good job,
is
Skyhook.
off tonight. Yeah. So running things for the stream myself. So I apologize for the not pretty background.
It's all good.
What's
I
wrong
was
with your
trying-
background?
Oh, I'm just streaming Discord, essentially.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Never mind.
That works.
I don't care.
I was trying to get things set up, and apparently I am a boomer when it comes to OBS.
Oh, we can go. I'm pretty good at OBS.
I suck at it, so we need to actually have someone show me things.
We'll have the opportunity next weekend.
There you go.
But LB should be here in a little bit. He said he was running late, and then Redline will be swinging in later as well.
Allegedly. Oh, and Delana.
Allegedly. And,
Mm.
oh, hey, Delana.
Hi.
How's it going?
Hey, Delano.
Sorry, I was distracted and
I am too.
but,
Well,
are we even live
we
yet?
we are
We
live.
are live.
Okay,
you came in like 20 seconds after we went live, basically.
sweet. Oh look,
So-
it's my 26th month anniversary.
Nice.
Woo.
Congrats.
So, as always, let's
That's
start
awesome.
off going around the horn. Alex, start with you. What you got?
What am I drinking, I guess?
Yes. What beverage?
Same as always, Modelo. It's really tasty.
It is good beer. Yeah.
It is. I'm not much
Well,
of a beer person, but
let me go get my drink.
Well, I go before you anyway. I'm doing the left-hand milk stouts tonight. So I think it's out of Bend, Oregon. It's pretty good.
Nice. Well, we'll skip Delana for the moment while she grabs that.
Yeah.
I am enjoying some delicious water, as well as Northern Light strain for my THC tonight, which is legal in my area.
Excellent. Excellent. Water and that mix well together. You know what else goes really good with that? Vodka and rum.
Yes. My apartment is currently out of alcohol, and I didn't leave myself enough time to go shopping.
Whoops.
I took a nap after work. I laid down. I was like, I can lay down for a moment. Wake up 3 hours later. Oh, shit.
It happens.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back. You're up.
Delana, what are you having this evening?
Well, first of all, I wanted everyone to look at my brand new shirt that I got in today.
The big bonus. I like it.
It only
Nice.
took 9 days to get from Iceland to here. So that was pretty good. Currently I have a High Noon.
Nice.
Is this their original iced tea flavor? Like, these are really so good.
Are they
Except
fakey
for
iced
the
tea
lime
flavored? What is it? It's not real tea, right? Or is it real tea?
No, it's... I don't know what's actually in it, but,
I know
at
one
least
of
tastes
them
like
is
tea.
real tea. I know that. I don't know which one it is though.
A common
Oh, this
thing
is
for,
the original, like, normal tea. Then they have, like, all the different flavors of tea, and they have all the fruit things. So it's, pretty good. Except for the lime ones. Don't like the lime ones.
I'll take the long ones. I like those.
Okay.
I'm not
Yeah.
picky.
I was like, I'm trying to get my dad to bring me home a daiquiri. But I don't know if he's gonna do that. But I was feeling lazy, so I was like, I'm just gonna go.
Well, if he's out there getting them, he might as well bring you home a daiquiri.
Yeah, like he's out,
Yeah.
but I don't know if he saw it, so.
That is one thing I want to experience on my next New Orleans trip is drive-through daiquiris.
I didn't do that
Yeah.
either.
Oh,
Why didn't
When
you do
everyone
that?
is here, if y'all remind me, or if I think about it, we might have to just go through go through the drive-through daiquiri place, because it's like 10 minutes from my house.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we. Yeah, I
Didn't
would
feel
expect
like it was a good idea for me to do that while I was like getting in my car heading out of town to drive to Nashville.
Yeah.
probably not the best time.
And I mean, like, we'll have daiquiris here, probably. Because we went and just got, gallons for the party. But,
Nice.
maybe we could just, like, go through the drive-thru, because I usually only have, like, 2 flavors here, so maybe we can go through the drive-thru, and if anybody wants any different flavor, other than strawberry or pina colada, there's, like,
You have tequila?
I don't know if there's one that has tequila in it. But there's like 8 different flavors, and so I don't know. New Orleans. Anyway,
Yeah, so that's round
Anyway,
one.
all right.
Yeah.
So, what the hell happened in game this week?
I have to sadly admit, another week I did not play the game.
This
I
week
didn't even
was-
log in.
oh my bad, we have 17 flavors.
Jesus.
That might be enough. If you need more than 17 flavors, you're trying too hard.
And some of them are seasonal, so I don't know if they have them all the time, but there is a margarita flavor, which is really good, mixed with the strawberry.
That would be good.
That does sound pretty good.
There's a Long Island tea. It doesn't say exactly what's in these, but you can see it on the machines at the place. They'll say what's in it.
Hey, Space Gator.
Anyway,
Oh, is it? Yeah, dispensing. I mean, yeah.
the little spinny machine.
So, we did have a
Also-
little bit of patch notes today.
Good, yeah.
Oh yeah, yep.
We'll get to the meetup stuff after the actual Eve stuff.
Very.
We don't have LB here with, he's got his finger on the pulse a lot better than I do.
Any of us, right? Yeah.
Well, he gets mad at us if we don't
I'm trying to channel him a little bit.
about
It looks
actual
like
Eve stuff. Yeah.
that patch notes from today that was, okay, so it was tweaks on what came yesterday.
And the invasions.
Yeah.
You guys
So we
talk about
got-
the PI templates?
I'm actually looking. I want to look into that and play with it and see if it makes it so that I don't hate PI now.
But you get to develop your own template, right?
That's the idea. Yeah.
Well, yeah. How could this not be a great idea? I mean,
Yeah.
this is a no-brainer, right?
Yeah. It's definitely a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, this is a no-brainer. Giving people the ability to, it's going to make people, whether they enjoy PI more, they'll do it more. Like I will, for sure, if I make that easy for me.
There's something.
I don't do it
else-
because I'm a piece of shit lazy person, so that's why. Give me a template, man. I'm in. Come on.
So, and here's what it says for the PI templates in the dev blog. You are now able to save your current PI setups as a template as a work in progress feature. You can opt in to test out these templates using the feature previews tab in the settings menu. So for those that are familiar, that's the same place you go for like toggling back and forth to the old map or the new map. It's right next to it. This allows you to share them with other players and your other characters and then import them, allowing you to set up multiple new planetary colonies with much less hassle. Please provide your feedback in the forum thread. I think that is going to make it... I mean, anything that reduces the number of clicks in PI, because I know like that is the most consistent complaint. Is
How much sharing do you allow?
positive.
What's sharing of templates?
You can share them with other players and other characters.
No matter what, as long as you just okay. You can't put them up for public where people can just click on them, though, right?
I haven't played with how it actually works, so I'm like,
I haven't either.
maybe
that's
if
what I
you
was
can
gonna
make it as like a link where you just put in, like a live.
That's why I wondered if you
buttons
could
or
do
something
that,
like
yeah.
that.
I could check it real quick.
Try it.
There you
and
go.
Report back, yeah. Another thing I'm noticing here in the dev blog that is pretty significant for balancing. We have made adjustments to the base payout ratio and to the components included in Dreadnought reprocessing to increase the insurance payouts for Dreadnoughts closer to their real value. Our current aim is for a Dreadnought to pay about 70 to 75% of the ship hull value with platinum insurance on death rather than around 15%, which it currently does.
Wow, that's a big change.
Yeah. So a note on that. These changes will not take effect until after the game recalculates insurance payouts, which may take up to 90 days. The Zernitra has not been included in these changes for now.
Imagine all the calculations you have to do. So you have to check every piece of insurable items against every price of
Yeah,
every item in the game.
That's got to be quite the fun thing to have get updated. But I think that's going to be a really good encouragement to actually use your dreadnoughts again.
Oh, for sure. I mean, it makes for exciting battles, right?
Yeah. Gets more ships in space blowing up, and makes it so that people can get into new ships faster. Does it mean that also takes off a little bit of a lot of SRP burden for alliances and corporations too, because if you know that only 25 to 30% of the cost of the ship is left to get paid back out, like that's pretty.
Pretty
It'll be a
low.
cost savings, really. I feel like to
Yeah.
most alliances.
Start salvaging, you mean, or
Just
cost savings in what way? To start
because
doing
they're
it, or
not paying out as like if an alliance is already doing ship hull replacement, or they're paying 50% of the value, like they could lower how much they're paying out potentially.
sure, yeah.
Because the goal is to be able to make sure people just get back into their ships faster.
Yeah. So basically, we don't know the fucking thing about these planetary interactions, based on what it just tells us, right? Because it's not in the game yet, correct?
Correct.
I mean, we have no idea. It could be something completely different.
Okay, so I just made a template, and when I drag it to like a chat channel, it tells me the link you're trying to paste is too long, will not fit into the remaining space. But you can copy it to clipboard, but I don't see a way to like import it. So I guess that might not be
Feature
something
yet,
they've done.
anyway.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me go to. Might be able to. Should be able to import something.
It disabled the activity tracker. I liked that feature.
Did you? I find it annoying.
It was fun to take a look at what different tunes had like focused on over the years.
Okay, I guess.
Let's see. They did a lot of. Okay, there's a lot of little things in these patch notes too. But you
Oh,
said-
sure.
So the link's not working though, Silent?
I actually, when you go into when you're looking at your colony, it gives you another option to import export, and you can load from clipboard, save from clipboard to a file, copy current setup as a template to clipboard, and save current setup as a template file. So it sounds like you can like save files and whatnot, and load from your clipboard and whatnot. So I guess that is one way of kind of sharing it. It saves as a JSON file. Cool.
Oh.
You can share it then,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, so you can share it. I imagine there's more they're going to work on it, but yeah, that's the idea. Oh, I just made
That's
a new
handy.
one.
You just made a what?
I made a new one. I duplicated one. I was like, wait a minute. Not seeing
who
how many
fucking
you
shit
can
up?
have, but I imagine unlimited, I would assume. Yeah, looks pretty cool. I like that.
Well, there's positive, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm double checking some sound settings, which is why I'm being quiet for a moment.
So the Triglavian invasions, what exactly is that? And I missed that last week. Anybody know? You guys want to talk about that?
I did not follow that very closely.
The Triglavian invasions? Okay. I don't know anything about them, so like I said, I've been playing for the last couple weeks. So. Sure, let's talk about Winter Nexus here.
We did talk about Winter Nexus. I believe it was last week's show because I had questions about it. I haven't actually done any of the sites, so this weekend I'm finally going to be done moving into Null. My alt corp is finally in, so I can finish my move. And
Chia's saying you're really low on the.
I
on
know.
the,
That's why
okay.
That's why I was trying to find the settings and fuck with stuff.
You sound fine through Discord.
Yeah, and in OBS, I've got the mic set all the way up to maximum, so I don't know what else to check really.
Talk louder.
Start shouting.
The MER came out right this week.
Oh, yeah. I was wondering what all the memes were about that. I'm like, what the hell is everybody talking about? And I'm like, oh, that's right.
Now you get it.
Yeah. I had to look at it, and it's interesting and a lot just.
Test.
There you go.
Sorry, I was running a microphone test.
Yeah, you sound fine here.
Everything is fine in OBS and in Discord, so I'm not really sure what's going on.
Yeah, give us that Skyhawk ASMR.
No, come on.
Whisper sweet nothings into my ear, Skyhawk.
So, what were we talking about when you bust your mic? I can't remember now. Oh, the planetary template.
Yeah.
You said you have used it and you like it.
I wanted to look at it and see if it actually took enough of the pain out of doing PI to get me to actually do it. Because Indy's always been my big thing, but I've stayed away from PI because I fucking hate it. Like, I'd rather.
But they made it such a big part of industry game now.
Which is why, between that and them adding the templates, I might actually do it.
Instead of just buy the material, yeah.
Yeah, because that's what I've always done. Well, actually,
some of it's worth a lot. I mean, it depends on what you make.
Oh yeah. What I used to do was find people within my alliance that made a bunch of P4, and then I would buy it from them and just make a good deal where they were saving money and time not having to haul it or pay someone to haul it and then pay the taxes on the market. And I didn't have to travel all the way somewhere to buy it, and I got a good price.
Yeah, I would say this still worked out for you.
Exactly.
Because why would you do it otherwise?
No.
What were we talking about?
So let's see. One of the other things that's in here, they made some changes to the. So this is the Trig invasions that was changed. The following changes aim to equalize the amount of information Capsuleers have access to within Poshfin, while offering more counterplay to intelligence gathering methods. A new Triglavian invasion section has been added to the opportunities window. The page can only be viewed while inside of Poshfin. The page will show all instances of select sites within the region, regardless of range. Selected sites are Observatory Flashpoints, World Arc Assault Flashpoints, and Stellar Fleet Deployment Sites. Note, Observatory Flashpoint sites will no longer appear within the Combat Anomalies section of the Agency or Opportunities window. Ooh.
That's a lot of words.
Yeah. Basically, when you're inside Poshfin, you will actually be able to see where shit's at.
Everything.
Rather
no matter
than
what.
having to, like, scan it down like before.
Is that a good change or bad change? I don't do Poshfin enough to know. Does that make it Poshfin that much more fun and much easier?
I think it's going to I think it will end up making more people come into Poshfin because you're lowering the difficulty level of actually finding sites. Like you just
there you go. Yeah.
You just get in, and then that's all you need to do to know where to go next. Versus before, you get in and then have to, look around.
And also going to be much better bait.
Holy shit, we just got raided. Oh no!
Mr. Unlucky with the raid.
Oh, Mr. Unlucky.
Hello,
Mr.
hello.
Unlucky.
Thank you, buddy.
Welcome, everybody.
Welcome. We're currently just talking about the changes to Poshfin and just going through the patch notes slowly and haphazardly.
Slowly, because holy shit! Thank you.
Damn.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Unlucky's people are always fun.
Yes, they are.
They're wonderful.
You guys just finishing up the fleet?
Yeah, he was doing a stream earlier.
Nice.
I was late to the party on that one. I saw the ping go out, but I was late by like 30 minutes. I'm like,
Unlucky.
So they made
can you say it again. Yeah.
they made it so that once you are inside of Poshfin, you can open up the opportunities window and see certain sites inside of Poshfin, what systems they're in. So it's going to make just finding what to do in Poshfin a lot easier.
Very cool.
Yeah, my dad didn't see my text, but now he's gonna go get me the daiquiri anyway. Woo!
There you go.
yay!
Not spoiled at all.
Mm,
Not only is it the drive-through, you've also got delivery service.
yeah. Yeah, too bad you can't get a DoorDash to bring you alcoholic beverages.
I thought there was a service
You know-
that is like DoorDash that does that. They you got to scan your
It's like
ID
a
and
bear or
everything, but
something. Yeah.
I know in
Yeah.
California they even have like weed
What the fuck's it
delivery
called?
service, which I was just like, phew.
We have that here.
Wow.
My dispensary delivers, and if it's an order over like $35, it's free delivery.
A drug dealer delivers sometimes.
That's good.
Drizzly, that's it. Yeah.
Grizzly, that's it.
Drizzly.
Yeah. I knew it was something like a bear. Grizzly. I knew something. Like that.
DoorDash will also deliver booze here in Michigan. It does depend on the state, so where you live determines if you get that fun
Yeah, I mean,
feature.
since I live in the sweaty butthole of the South, they probably don't allow that.
Symbiotes,
Well,
that just makes
ugh.
too much sense.
But somehow they still allow, drive-through daiquiris, and it's considered a closed container as long as the straw's not in it.
Good night, Mr.
Which,
Unlucky.
yeah, have a good night.
I don't know. Night.
Yeah, see, that's what I don't understand is you guys have drive-through booze, but delivery? Oh, nope, that's too far. You
Yeah,
gotta drive.
I don't think
You gotta
it's
drive
done.
if you want your booze. You can't get it driven to you.
Yeah. How else are you going to meet people and make new friends?
Right.
Playing EVE Online.
Let me just order an Uber real quick to the gas station so I get some more beer. Yeah.
Oh no,
Well,
apparently
still
we
some.
do have DoorDash with alcohol.
Oh, now I gotta check.
I just haven't done it because I've also thought I live like 5 minutes away from the nearest daiquiri place. I should
You don't want to
do
look
it
that
myself.
desperate.
Yeah. Yeah, like a rip off unless you're desperate. I was like, usually I can be like, I can go and get it myself unless my dad wants to get it. He'll do it for free. Anyways, Eve stuff.
EVE, yeah, that's
Yeah.
the thing.
Oh, I thought that was funny. Sorry. Eve stuff. What are we talking about?
We were, like I said, we were slowly
It was something.
haphazardly
No,
going
we were
through
talking
the
about something just now.
trig.
No, come on.
I don't know.
I have no idea what we're talking about.
Trig stuff. Pochfin.
No, Pochfin. There you go.
Pochfin.
Just trig stuff. What the fuck?
Just trig stuff.
When you said trig stuff, my brain went to math. I'm like, we're not fucking talking about math. Fuck off. That's why I said no.
No.
Wait,
We haven't
meth or
got-
math?
Math.
Yes.
Math. Okay.
My understanding is that meth also requires math.
Sakatoa.
I heard when you said trig, I heard math. I'm thinking, fuck off. We're not talking about math, you fuckers.
I don't know, if we talk about any kind of math, it's going to be the crazy shit
I
Delana
mean-
works on.
Drop some
Sometimes-
science knowledge on this.
I
one.
use
Sometimes my
trig
brain don't work.
occasionally.
I do
It's
not.
still useful.
Which,
Need your sine, cosine, tangent. opposite adjacent hypotenuse.
I can triangle. God damn it. Symbiotes
So,
is right.
Delana, you said you had an update for us for Eve Nola?
Yes, so I got our hotel block at the Hilton.
What's the dates again?
March 21st through the 23rd. We have the block from the 20th to the 24th. If you want dates outside of that, you probably have to contact them. But you have until February 28th to book your room. And then after that, you just kind of, you're on your own for, like, you can still book in that hotel, but I don't know if you would get the same discount, or, like, I mean, it's a gigantic hotel, so it only really fills up during Mardi Gras, but still, you never know.
You can sometimes, I've worked in, one of my jobs in hotels in the past was actually managing room blocks, and you can reach out to them after the fact, after it passes the cutoff date, and sometimes if they're already still like not expecting to sell out, they'll let it slide through basically. But
Yeah.
they make you reach out.
But just do it sooner rather than later. Just get it done and figure out your stuff. Like, I mean, I'm still having to look at it.
Forbid. We got to adopt the shot. Takara.
Stop shot. Yep.
But yeah, so that's locked down.
Nice.
And, like, it's so official looking. Like, we got a little mini website thing, and, like, at least two or three different people have emailed me. Like,
can you link that site if it's open to people?
Well,
Because the Discord's open, right?
Yeah. So whoever...
Can you link that?
Yeah, let me link the... Even if you're thinking about it, if you're not sure, you can come in and you can ask, whatever.
I get exactly, yeah. It's a good site.
Here's my invite. At the bottom.
So this will be...
No, I was saying to the...
How many years so far for...
Well, the Discord will have the link to the hotel.
Yeah, can you link the Discord? That's what I was getting at.
Yeah.
Not to me, to the...
Yeah, I know.
site.
Discord GG.
Sorry, I'm really high.
You and me both, friend.
I know we did NOLA last year, and that was the third year? Or was that the fourth year?
That was the fourth year, because we did a kind of small muted one in 2021 in, like, August, which was brutal.
I was going to say, I remember hearing you guys talk about that one. Yeah, like, stupid hot, basically, sticky, your lovely weather that time of year, essentially.
But if you're interested in going to the New Orleans meetup, there's the Discord and chat, and I tell you what, last year it was so much fun.
It was.
It was so much fun.
Yeah, we'll be up to the...
You can honestly, if just a couple people, it don't matter. 100 people, 2 people, it fucking flies. The place is a great time.
Yeah, and we're in a slightly different location. Like, we're still within walking distance of a lot of things, but we're a little further from, like, the French Quarter, but like we're closer to like Fulton Alley and stuff. We're closer to Vic's Kangaroo Cafe.
So, and for this block, for the audience, Delana, of course, already knows this. I stayed at that hotel this last NOLA, and the only complaint that I had about it was that it wasn't where everyone else was staying. I loved staying there. I didn't feel like it was really that far to walk to much of anything.
It's always pretty nice. They have the Dragos in the lobby.
Such good
which is
food.
like
The what lobby?
It's a restaurant called Dragos.
Dragos, okay.
Really good seafood. Their specialty
not what I heard.
is charbroiled oysters, charbroiled, whatever cooked. You can do it raw, but like I always like the char-grilled ones.
The breakfast buffet at the Hilton is my favorite breakfast buffet I've ever had at any hotel, like in the last 10 years.
Thanks, Tim.
It's really fucking good. So if you stay there, definitely recommend it. I had that for breakfast every day I was there.
And the important thing is there is a bar in the lobby. You can order food at the bar.
Nice.
So it's really cool. That'll be maybe like when we're meeting downstairs, like everybody meet downstairs just before we go, and like you can grab a drink down there instead of just like sitting in a chair just staring at nothing.
I
Can hang
imagine
out
that
there.
that'll
Staring
become
nothing,
a bit
what?
of a hangout spot, kind of like Vicky's was at Vegas that one year.
Yeah, because like the only thing about the hotel is that it is massive, and there's like 2 different sides of it, I guess. Yeah, so I don't know if everybody's gonna be.
multiple floors.
Oh shit!
So
Same one we stayed at last year.
I don't know if everybody will be at the same side, so it'd be hard to like have one place be a headquarters to meet up in. But I think just the lobby should be good.
Ah, you're not
Yeah.
trying hard enough.
I saw there was
We can do it.
like a casino across the street too, or something.
Yes.
A Harris, I think it was.
Yeah, the Harrah's, which is a
We don't go there
Caesars.
though.
I think it might.
Oh,
Just be
look at that
Caesars now.
face! Oh no, we're not definitely not letting him.
No.
We
No,
gotta
I
watch
still-
him.
One of these days, I still want to go there when my brother's working, because he works there. And we could all be like, look, bro. Here's
I
my
have
friend."
friends.
They also have a lot of good restaurants in there. They have a lot of new stuff that they just opened, like a hotel to go attached to the casino.
Oh yeah, that was under
Yeah, what's
construction
worse-
during the last one, I think.
Yeah, so they
what he
just
was
did,
saying, yeah.
did a big renovation with all that. So there's a lot of like
Still
new,
the
really good
the
restaurants.
aquarium, right? You're right next to the aquarium,
Yeah,
Yeah,
right?
like when we were
You were
standing,
right next to it, weren't you?
when we were standing in line to get on the boat, I could see the window of my hotel room, basically.
Yeah, I'll keep it right there.
Yeah, I was
That's
up
a
at the
good
top
spot.
of the tower. Oh yeah. Anyone that's got like a Hilton status that's staying there, you should be able to pretty easily get an upgrade to one of the higher floors in the tower side. And I thought it was gorgeous. And being just a nerd about boats, I kept like just staring out the window, and I'd be in my room at all the boats constantly passing by.
I'm staying with you.
in one of the river boats, the dock is basically right next to the hotel. Like depending on what part of the hotel you're at, like my aunt and uncle, we all stayed there for Mardi Gras. In my aunt and uncle's room, they had a bigger room, and the boat was literally like right outside their window.
Oh, that's
So it
awesome.
was crazy. So yeah, and you're next to that big mall. There's the what they call the, I guess it's a Four Seasons now, but it used to be like it was a World Trade Center. It's not. It was a World Trade Center, not the, but so now it's a fancy hotel with restaurants and bars in it, and there's a nice bar in the lobby on the ground floor called the Chandelier Bar, and it has this big fancy chandelier on the ceiling because they took like, it's a very 50s looking office building that they kind of like tried to make look more modern, but it's still kind of visibly a 50s office building, but they made it all fancy with a big chandelier in the lobby. But maybe we might go back there. I don't know. But that's all down in that area, a little further from the French Quarter, but there's still gonna be a lot of stuff.
Closer to the other end, right? Closer to Checkpoint Charlie's, toward that direction.
Well, Checkpoint Charlie, that's on the other end.
The other
That's
side.
far.
Okay.
That's by Frenchman Street. So that's
Yeah,
still,
by Frenchman. Yeah. So that's the other direction.
That's gonna be a little further, but it's like you can try to get those little pedicabs.
I did.
They're all over the place.
So I did do the walk from Checkpoint Charlie's back to the Hilton last year. It was the only night that I did a walk back from somewhere where I was like, man, this feels like a bit much. Like just
the
barely.
same night you went one direction, I went the other direction.
That's the entire width
Yeah.
of the French Quarter, basically. So, yeah, that's the only thing, like getting over to that other end with like Frenchman Street and stuff. But
We were out a little too late for our own good.
yeah.
Yeah. Also, I'll never forget doing the walk back one night. I think it was with Uriel, and we came across Mystic at 4:30 in the morning in a bar that was closed, still drinking with the bartender. It was a wild time.
He's got a guy.
Yeah, definitely recommend making it there if you can. I won't be there this year, sadly. It's just too close to FanFest for me. And
Yeah,
and
that's what a
I'm
lot
not
of
go-
people said.
there's a lot
I'm not going
of
to FanFest, so that's New Orleans is my
There's
Yeah,
a
I
lot
can
of
do.
stuff that I want to do at FanFest this year, like getting out of the city and doing some more exploring that will require more dollars.
Yeah, like I'm obviously doing NOLA and FanFest because I can.
Lucky.
Yeah,
Sorry.
but I still had to
Wow, cause I can.
Are
'Cause
you
I
officially
can.
joining the Open Comms Airbnb group?
Yeah, because I think like the people from Horde, they don't seem to have a lot of
Brains?
Organization.
yeah, they just don't seem
I almost got her to
to
say
have a
it,
lot of
Debbie.
motivation towards trying to get like a group Airbnb. They're all like, I'm just gonna get a hotel room.
I mean, yeah, you need someone who's willing to like be the person actually putting dollars down to make the booking happen. Like that's the
If you
hard
would any
part.
kind of discount,
Yeah,
you want
and
that.
it,
Yeah,
well,
for
like
sure.
the last time, like we did that, and the guy who put the money down for it was like Malaysian. So like every single person had to convert currency,
Oh God.
Oh, you're kidding.
and it was a little crazy. So, but I think that might have been 2 FanFests ago, but like last FanFest, we all stayed in the same place, but that was still like we still didn't really meet together as much. And it's like, you know, the place where FanFest will be is a lot closer, so it's not as big of a deal.
Mhm.
But like, if you're still a little bit more spread out. Although my
Yeah.
only complaint about the Airbnb is that it's a little further. And isn't that particular road a hill?
I don't know. Is it?
I recall it was like that road that goes
It's not super
directly towards the church.
We're all-
There is a
it's-
slope to it.
Yeah, this is like partway up one of the hills. It's not really that steep in that area. I looked over the Google Street View for it. It's like about a 15-minute walk from there to Harpa, but my thought process was, one, it was the cheapest of the options that had 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, which was a requirement, especially the 2 bathrooms. And I figured it'd be better to be closer to the bars and restaurants because that's where we're going to be ending our nights anyway.
Yeah. But there's still like several blocks from like Lebowski Bar.
Yeah.
It's easier to walk 15 minutes when you're drunk, though.
That is true.
Fair.
Not that I would know.
Hey, lad.
Hey.
Yo,
Not that you.
have we talked about the patch notes yet?
We did. What
We
are you talking about?
did.
Cherry picked a couple of things from them, yes.
We didn't understand any of them or talk about them correctly.
We
but
talked
did talk
about
them.
the Dreadnought changes in terms of insurance payouts, PI templates, and the Poshvin change.
Let's go back to the insurance payouts. So they're just basically raising them all from lowest to highest. They're raising them all up to be, what was the difference
For dreads.
percentage?
So
What was the difference?
currently, before the change,
12?
about 15% of this value of the materials going into building a Dreadnought would get paid out with Platinum Insurance. And once all of the calculations are done, the payouts will now be about 70 to 75%.
That's huge.
Yeah.
That's huge.
That's a big
It's
jump.
nice. It'll make dread bombs more usable.
makes it-
which
Makes it easier on everybody, whether you're small alliance or big alliance or on your own. That's a big difference, right? It really is.
well,
That's a
it'll encourage people to
bottleneck.
drop them.
For sure. That's what I mean. It's a bottleneck difference. With that difference there, people are going to be willing to risk them and lose them because they can replace them at that difference with that change.
I will
This
say though,
could be positive.
I am not a fan of changes in Pochfin, and
Why?
Good.
it basically it penalizes people that have taken and invested in the intelligence gathering mechanisms for being able to see when sites come up and being able to monitor
So
hostile
their
fleets.
networks will be rendered useless, for sure.
Exactly. It's kind of a pandering to a lower common denominator.
But
And-
maybe that's what it needs to infuse it.
Do you think
Or
It's
do-
not
or
even
do it- or
bad.
does it
It's
need
that
to be infused?
The Marauder changes were great. It killed the 4, 5, 6 Marauder fleet meta that had stifled Podfin. You can actually run different comps now. But some of the changes are just bad. Like the ISK and Red Loot, it's like the worst of both worlds because you still have all the problems of trying to get fleets right for ISK, and then you have to deal with the absolute AIDS of the Red Loot. If we got all Red Loot, that would have been better because
Split
and just
into-
drop a certain amount of Red Loot.
Yep.
No matter if it was up to me, Red Loot isn't horrible, but it should be just a fixed amount per site, no matter the number of people. So if you want to blitz it with 30 people, fine.
You want to do a 3, but yeah. You risk, but then you're
Yep.
risking more. You should get more.
Well, that's always been one thing I've always been in favor of it with Eve is the more you put on the field, the better you should be able to do. In particular, like value per person, value per character, and that's also why I'm not a huge fan of the CCTV nerfs. I'm fine with the opportunities popping up so that you don't have to use CCTV for sites.
Okay.
But going after and basically deliberately trying to nerf the intel networks is kind of lame. And I think a lot of this is because CCP, the CSM rep for Podfin is Drake, who's in Rote, and quite frankly, Rote's getting their shit pushed in, and so the changes are actively slanted in favor of a certain group because of who they managed to get elected to the seat, because of who managed to get convinced by CCP to get put on the CSM.
I don't think so.
Simply the fact that a Podfin candidate is on the CSM is not enough to blame that person for
No,
Podfin
agree.
changes. Like that's too much.
They should neither be blamed nor get credit for
Yes.
any major changes. Right?
Yes.
That's not them. They may eventually, but not right now. That's not them.
I would be fine if there was 2 Podfin CSM reps or people with experience, and you have someone that is aligned with other groups. So I would be fine if you say had someone from the Russian community. There's a lot of Russians that run, or someone from the AU frat or PanFem community on. So that way the discussion is not being driven by the small groups that don't even run the sites very much and are actively pushing for things that benefit them.
Yeah, but
I hear
that's the thing. If they had any type of pull or were listening to it all, then I would agree that that's a problem. But that's not the case, right? That's not the case. These guys, no matter what group they're with, they can affect the game nil. Sorry, they just really can't. They're not going to change anything based on anybody's fucking opinion. I don't care how many people you know in this game. Not going to happen. These devs are not going to do that.
Well, and the other reason too why I say that is the Podfin Roundtable that CCP has and invited players to is dominated not by the bigger groups that actually run a lot. It's Rote, it's Trial that are the small fish in the pond. They're basically
But they're very active
Yorkies of
fish in the pond.
Podfin.
But they're very active.
They yap a lot, and CCP listens to them.
And they are active. You can't take that away from them. Right? They're active, and that's.
Well, let's be real now.
But that makes a difference. It just does, right? They're active. They're vocal. They end up with a fucking voice because of that. It just.
Well, that's why I call him a Yorkie. It's a yappy small dog. That. Because they're yappy, people hear them. You don't hear the big dog that doesn't have to bark very much.
Nessie doesn't get listened to because you hear the other guy. That's who you listen to.
I think CCP's decisions are a lot more data driven, and the most
Yeah, I
that
think so too.
the most that any group or individual can do is, lobby them and give them their opinion on their interpretation of the data. But in the end, like, CCP is going to follow the data and their own interpretation, as we've seen play out over the course of the game.
Because they're professionals.
Professionals in quotes.
No, their interpretation
why.
of the data is not
They're
always
professionals.
correct.
CSM members are not professionals. But CCP, they're professionals, right? That's what they do for a living. I only expect them to listen so much. I would be disappointed if they listen too much, because they're professionals, we're not.
Remember though, Dom, the Boeing 737 MAX was built by professionals, and it dived into the ground.
Guess what would happen if I built that fucker? It wouldn't have fucking got off the ground. Right? That's just a fact. No, I'm not a professional airplane builder. Right? I'm not a professional airplane builder.
But you could
Can we have a Dominark builds an airplane
Couldn't do
stream?
that.
Please?
Fuck. I don't know how I could build a fucking wooden airplane.
Actually, no. We just need. I want to see Dom play flight
I can
simulator.
fly the shit out. I can fly the shit out of a fucking kite though.
Well,
I can fly the shit out of a kite.
I would love to see that.
Speaking of flight simulator, there was a study done, and approximately 3 out of 4 men said that if they were on an airplane and the pilots were to die, that with a radio to ATC, they would be able to successfully land an airplane.
I can fly it. I'm gonna land it. I could take one off. I know I could take off. I can fly. I could not land. I mean, I could guess, but we'd be guessing.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones said it right. Fly yes, land no.
Yep, fly. Yes, flying's easy. Anybody can fly. Taking off, a little bit more skills because you gotta know how to work the throttle.
strictly speaking,
Landing.
I have flown.
That's why they make 6 figures.
I've flown a plane myself twice, and both times was once the plane was already in the air and I handed control back before the plane landed. And there's a damn good reason for that.
I got to move a 727 across 2 runways.
Nice.
Were you driving a tug?
No, I did that too. I was in the cockpit steering because we had to move it from one side of the airport to the other. What UPS in the city I live in, UPS had a day hub there. So during the day, they own the airport, right? They just UPS planes in and out. So we had to move our plane across the, we had to cross the runway. So you can't tug it across the runway. You have to drive it. And I get to drive that fucker across the runway. I tell you what, I can see why pilots fucking are pilots, man. I was driving that thing at the fuck. Yeah. This.
And a 727 is a real He-Man's airplane.
Oh, it's a big airplane, yeah.
Well, it's old school. It's all steam gauges, and not the computer stuff that makes it a lot easier
You
now.
have to have 3 guys, yeah.
See, the first plane that I flew in, that I got to fly it, I should say, was when I was I did the Young Eagle Squadron when I was in high school at the airport just outside of Davenport, a small municipal airport. They had a program with Boy Scouts, but you didn't have to be in Boy Scouts to come to it. One Saturday a month, every other month, local pilots would take kids up for 20-minute rides. You had to be between the ages of 9 and 17. And I went up with a guy that had built the plane in his garage, went through the whole FAA certification and everything. That was pretty cool. And then the second time was down in St. Petersburg, Florida, in an old World War II era biplane. That was an interesting trip because that was some fucking old school instruments, and the controls was was a wheel that was able to be shifted from the left or the right front seat because they used it for training.
Yeah.
So literally part way through flying, the pilot was just like, "All right, you're flying," and just pushes the wheel over in front of me. It's like, "Here you go." It's like, "Oh, okay, we're doing this."
He didn't crash. He did fine.
Yeah.
I've flown twice also, and both times I fucking panicked and started pulling the fucking throttle back, pulling the yoke back, because just toward my chest because I was not outwardly panicking, but you just naturally to kind of curl up.
It's like, no, I don't want to.
And I had to be reminded. The way he kept reminding, bring the nose down. Like shit.
I did the same thing, and actually in the biplane. Once it was time for us to turn around, because we flew over the the bridge that's right at the entrance to Tampa Bay. It's like, all right, it's time to start turning around back to the airport. So got my hands on the wheel, grandma style, and turn it just a little bit. He's like, no, more. Turn a little bit more. No. Put it over on its side like this. Reaches over and puts the plane on its side and turns the plane right around. And I remember looking to my right through the window and being able to look down at the beach.
Disconcerting.
Yeah, that was a trip. I was like, oh, you really mean turn it around.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't get to do that. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, all while my little brother is...
That was your dad just
crying.
handing you a daiquiri? Why the hell can't we get people to deliver us fucking alcohol?
Right?
Guarantee my dad ain't gonna do that.
Hey Dom, what bowl's Iowa State playing in?
We're gonna be down in Orlando at the Click Clack Bowl, the Pop Tart Bowl.
Where the fuck is the Pop Tart Bowl at?
Orlando, Florida.
Oh, it's the Citrus Bowl.
Yeah, Citrus Bowl. It's called the Pop Tart Bowl.
My dad
this year.
says hi.
Is he going to the Pop Tart Bowl?
Hi, Donna's dad.
Yeah. And you'll get to hang
I
out
kind of hope
with
we get Tulane.
my
Is it?
parents. Whoever
Wait, is that the
shows up
Independence
to
Bowl?
NOLA gets to hang out with my parents.
It's the Independence Bowl. Is that NOLA or is that Tulane?
What?
The Independence Bowl is
We're
Shreveport.
talking
Shreveport.
games.
What's the one in Atlanta, in
Sports Bowl.
New Orleans?
The one
Sugar
here
Bowl.
is just called the New Orleans Bowl. Well, there is the Sugar Bowl,
Glad Sugar Bowl. Thank you.
but there is also the New Orleans Bowl, which is.
Oh, the Sugar Bowl is
Not
what I was
into
looking for. Yeah.
But the Sugar Bowl's the main one, yeah.
Yeah, fucking.
I think the New Orleans Bowl.
I know the Citrus Bowl is considered better, but I'd rather go to the fucking.
The New Orleans
No, the
Bowl,
Sugar
one,
Bowl's
my
way
dad
better.
will work that sometimes. He does Red Hat. So
Guess
he's
you
the
got
guy
Sugar Bowl.
you yell at when you're at the game and he stands on the field so the commercials play. It's like, get off the field, Red Hat! He's that guy.
I cheer for that guy.
See, Delana, when you said
I
Red Hat,
love 3 minute
I-
fucking TV timeout.
I think I know where Vlad's going to go with this one.
Oh god.
Scott's probably the same way. We hear Red Hat, we're thinking of Linux for servers.
Yep, that's what I was thinking
Yep.
too.
Oh, and I guess some other people also have a different definition of Red Hat, but he's the football Red Hat.
Red Hat is actually huge for enterprise servers. Like, if you could think of a major company, it has Red Hat servers.
Alright, so at least that's still, benign.
What's benign?
Oh, I like the bonus shirt.
Or whatever. No.
Yeah, he's that. That's a great shirt, isn't it?
Yeah, come to NOLA, hang out with my parents. They're cool.
I'll make sure to wear the orange shirt because guess who beat Alabama this year?
Not us.
Tennessee, Vanderbilt, and Oklahoma have all beat Alabama this year.
Yeah, but
And Oklahoma couldn't beat hardly anybody, but they beat Alabama.
yeah, well, LSU got like 42-13.
They got their ass handed to them, didn't they? Yeah.
Yeah.
LSU's not that bad this year, I thought.
Yeah, but they're still just the usual, like, if only we had a
Can't beat certain
quarterback
teams. Yeah.
that is good.
That's helpful.
I mean, if we get
one.
a quarterback that's
Whatever it
good,
is. Yeah.
then he's like Joe Burrow, and he basically, like, sweeps everybody, and we win a national championship, but no.
Yeah, I would that Dallas Cincinnati game, man. The guy that fucked the muffed the punt that basically cost the game. I'm like, you are a fucking moron. Just let it go out of bounds.
How can special teams be this horrible for a team for this long?
I don't know.
They're normally good, but I mean that play is
No.
definitely putting the special in special teams.
We always have the stupidity of this. I don't get it.
It's why when they're like, "Oh, we're gonna reset McCarthy." I'm like, "No, you
I think that's what it
somebody
tries too hard. isn't
get
it?
a disciplinarian. It's what they fucking need. It's why was it
This-
super
this is so
anti-Belichick?
good. Oh,
What flavor did you
Well,
get?
it doesn't matter. Her dad
eggnog.
doesn't matter. Her dad delivered it. Her dad delivered it.
I want
Oh, I do want to call a shot.
All right, do it.
I have bought a new to me car,
Nice.
What'd you get?
2018 4Runner.
Congratulations.
I need a car that has 4-wheel drive because, hey, in Tennessee, even though we're in the South, we get snow.
Yep.
I mean, we do rarely.
We have had 3 lake effect.
When's the last
snows.
time it snowed in New Orleans? When's the last time it snowed in New Orleans? How many times in the last 100 years has it snowed? 10 times?
Yeah, maybe a dozen.
Maybe it doesn't in the last 100 years.
I don't know specifically what the numbers would be.
It snowed here within the last 100 seconds.
Yeah, maybe I personally have seen it snow here like maybe 3 times.
The answer is New Orleans has seen snow 31 times in the last 100 years as of December of last year.
Oh, okay.
And it's probably been
Because
a hot
that's
minute.
that's a lot of times. I mean, that's a ton of times.
More than I thought, but it's still,
It's crazy amount of time.
what do you say, 31
31.
times?
I mean, you guys are pretty much just in the
And-
north now.
I mean, that feels like it's still like once every few years, which is what it basically feels like. And that also says Louisiana.
New Orleans.
And a lot of times, it's going to snow more often in the northern part of the state than the southern part of the state. Like, Shreveport can probably get snow, but we won't.
So, fun thing too, snow in Louisiana is its own Wikipedia article. Yes.
Yeah, I would get
And
that. 'cause
it-
it's probably the same thing for Iowa. Snow in Iowa.
Well, it starts out, snow in the southern part of Louisiana represents a rare and serious problem because of South Louisiana's subtropical climate.
I would agree. If it's freezing in if it's freezing in New Orleans, I did something bad that year. I'm telling you right now, I did something bad.
How cold is it where you're at, Dom?
Right now it's 24.
We are currently sitting in the fucking freezer at 13.
It's freezing rain though. Lucky us.
Yeah.
Let me check the weather, see what it is in Tennessee.
Yeah, it's probably 70. Nah, it's 65. 62.
No.
Nah, it's in the 40s.
I made the mistake earlier today,
Oh, good
actually,
deal.
of checking the weather in Reykjavik, and it was like 15 degrees warmer there than here.
It was 6 degrees here the other day. I was like, fuck, this is too early to be 6 degrees.
Well,
High tomorrow is supposed to be 55.
fuck you.
Ours is 36.
Well, so what's fun, though, is we're going to go from this to, I think in 4 or 5 days, we're forecast to hit 51.
That's what I'm hoping for when I come over there.
Yeah, it's actually supposed to be sunny. Grand Rapids, Michigan is one of the least sunny cities in the country in the winter. So, like, basically October.
Really depressing.
Yeah, we have some of the, like, highest rates of seasonal depression, kind of rivaling the Pacific Northwest in that regard.
Hey, guess what our high temperature is for tomorrow?
72.
some bullshit.
71.
Oh, it's close. 70 bullshit is probably closer than
And it goes up
72.
to 77 by Monday. And then Thursday, high of 58. Woo, go
Alright.
front.
I'm really looking forward to next weekend, though, Dom. It's going to be fun.
Okay. High on Christmas Day, 66.
All right, next Wednesday is 26.
That's comfy. That's nice.
56, I'd take it. It'll probably be 20 here.
So that's
Do they
I'm
do,
hoping-
do, they
I'm
do
hoping a week
anything
from
crazy
today.
for Christmas in New Orleans?
They murder every 10th child, don't they?
do they do what? Ugh.
Yeah, that's what they do.
In
Yeah,
the
there's been some more
ghetto?
shootings along Canal Street lately, so that's another good thing about the Hilton. We're a little bit more removed from that.
That's good.
That sounds like, hey, Vlad should
Like-
actually get his CCW that's recognized in
There was-
Louisiana.
I think
need
last
to look
week
if they
there were
were-
like 2 or 3 shootings along Christmas. Oh no, 2 or 3 shootings
Along
along
Christmas
Canal
Street?
Street, along Canal Street in one day.
Jesus.
And
That
my
guy
friend
that
was
guy
working
pissed
at a
somebody
bar.
Off. What do you do?
My friend was
Quit being a dick.
well. There was one factor that people don't like to talk about, but it was
He's a real dick.
it was a Christmas City Classic, which means there was
Was
two
it gang
historically
related?
black schools were playing each other for college football. So yeah, but yeah,
So it was gang related.
kind of is school related. I don't know. It's usually not
Murder's
that
murder.
bad.
Don't do it. It's against the law. Don't do it. It's just
And
not
my
good.
friend was working on a bar right on Canal
Yeah,
Street,
we'll do
and
a
he
lost
literally
breaking
heard
news.
the gunshots, and he's like, "Nope, I'm going home."
Yeah.
because he knows, like, well, besides, it's dangerous, but also when there's a shooting, like, right on your block, people aren't going to go out and they're not going to go to your bar. So he's like, we're not going to get any business now anyway.
Hiram, between New Orleans or southern Chicago, Canal Street is probably about as dangerous on both places.
And the cops are probably going to close the whole block down, too.
In Chicago?
Yes.
No, in New Orleans, if there's a
it's
shooting.
It's mostly just like that intersection of Canal and Bourbon is kind of like the worst part of Canal.
I never felt
I will agree with you on
That's a
that.
lot busier than I thought it'd be.
I never felt unsafe, though, when I was there.
I didn't either. And I walked around at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Normally it was okay. It's just like there's certain times when people get all acting up.
Yeah, you get the just the right recipe together, and you get a little combustion going.
I could do jumping jacks with anybody.
But yeah, anybody else is thinking about coming to New Orleans, we're very safe.
A lot.
Otherwise, just don't go wandering off into places you don't know about.
I did
just kind
really.
of like nowhere.
Don't follow Skyhawk. Don't follow Dom at 4 in the morning.
Don't go to Bourbon
Don't
at
be
3
out
a.m.
at
by
4 in the
yourself.
I
morning.
really
Don't
like the advice that Tiny, our tour guide, which he was awesome. I thought he was just a ton of fun. I liked his advice.
Oh, is that the haunted one?
Yeah. Don't be the
That was
drunk.
cool.
Don't be the drunkest person in New Orleans, and you'll be fine.
And I tried. I went for it.
I mean, that's a high bar.
It's hard. Mystic and I tried. We fucking went for it.
Misty. What a
Now,
mess.
next weekend, get to have some fun showing you around some of my favorite watering holes here, Dom.
Right, Rain and I are going to be coming over and Redline.
If,
And
if you
it
guys,
does suck that I couldn't make it, but it's like and watch the weather just be perfectly fine.
it's supposed,
It will
supposed to be
but-
sunny.
But as you
Just
come, it probably would have
lightning.
snowed. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, if I right now I decided to change my mind, you'll see like tomorrow I'll be like, oh, sudden cold front comes through, it's gonna blanket the region and
it'll
snow.
be easy for you to do, though. We'll just get a flight to Chicago, probably cheap. New Orleans to Chicago, that's a cheap flight. We can be there.
Actually, you'd be surprised.
Really? I would
Can't you
guess
get
that would be
Southwest direct to
It's
Midway?
the time of year, I think. Yeah.
I think we're hitting before it, though. That's what I'm thinking. If anything after what we're doing, yes, it's fucking
If I'm getting home on like the
22nd,
22nd,
1st.
21st, yeah, I
What
don't know.
is it? I don't know, 22nd maybe.
I already have my December trip
That's a good
booked.
point. That is pretty close, isn't it? But that's
Uh,
Monday. No. We're coming back Sunday. I gotta come back on Sunday.
Yeah, so the cheapest flights right now are starting at like one way, $360
Ooh.
from
To Midway?
From Southwest. Yeah, that's just for New Orleans to Midway.
Damn,
You know-
that's
you know
more
what, Joanna?
expensive than going
Joanna.
to
Hey
Reykjavik.
there, we don't want you.
Well, and it's because like looking here at these flights, 3 seats left, 3 seats left, 2 seats left, 1 seat left.
Apparently, what everybody wants out of New Orleans. They want to come
Wait,
to
is
Iowa.
that round trip or is that one
Hey,
way?
Dom.
That's one
Dom.
way.
Don't look, it's like,
No.
That's
So
perfect.
Reykjavik is cheap. So flying to Reykjavik is cheaper than flying to New Orleans to Chicago.
Yeah,
That's
it's
crazy.
basically saying that with those departure dates and return dates, the total cost is $720.
Problem with is that both the locations are always go-to locations.
Yeah.
Right, so they're never an area where there's nobody traveling there. Doesn't matter what's going on. There's always people traveling to New Orleans. There's always people traveling to Chicago. You'll never get a discount between the two.
I have to say, I do actually like passing through the Midway Airport, though. Anytime I fly out of Grand Rapids, I generally pass through Midway, and it's the shortest fucking flight ever. Like, it's literally 35 minutes.
Oh, Midway's a great airport. It's
Yeah.
I mean, obviously the big airlines, even they go there, right? I mean, all the airlines go there. It's a great airport.
I have
Just a
flown
lot
to
less-
Chicago.
Cargo stuff goes out there.
Yeah.
The thing with Chicago is my airport doesn't get Southwest, so I've flown through O'Hare twice, first and last. Because O'Hare is a shithole.
And I don't think it's the worst one
I've
been to.
never been through O'Hare. I've avoided
So
Atlanta-
I
Atlanta's a
flew through
horrible-
O'Hare coming back from FanFest in 2023, and it took an hour for our luggage to get to the international baggage claim. That's before going through customs.
No,
Now,
the international terminal sucks. I agree. It does.
Yeah, it was 45 minutes through customs. It was 45-minute line to then get through customs, and then it would have been an hour line to recheck bags. And the United guy that was manning the recheck line literally told me it was faster to just go over to Terminal 1 and recheck, which is what I did, and he was right.
Stories like this are why, if I'm flying international for FanFest, or going to FanFest, I will go drive to Detroit instead of O'Hare, because it's just such a faster airport to get through. Like, I've never tried going through O'Hare, but I've never heard anyone have a great experience.
I like
there.
the Detroit airport. I like the Detroit airport. It's a nice airport.
Well, and it's one of the busiest international destinations.
Because of where it's located, yeah.
Because a lot of flights coming from overseas that are going to other parts of the country will land in Detroit. People will go through customs and then board their domestic flight elsewhere in the country.
Yep.
It's Delta's number 2. It's Delta's secondary hub for European flights after JFK.
That's okay. I hadn't looked into who it was that goes through there. That makes sense.
Detroit is a Delta hub.
Delta hub, yeah.
So I paid $200 more to go through Boston instead of JFK.
Why?
And like 2 hours.
How much of it? So I can't say.
Yeah. Depends what you have to do at JFK. You're staying on the airplane, or you have to move terminals.
I mean, it's either Boston or JFK that I'm gonna have to JFK out. My flight leaves here at 9 a.m. But I mean, we don't leave JFK to go to Iceland until like 8 p.m. Like, it's a 7.5 hour layover at JFK.
Why not go through Dulles?
Oh, fuck that. Go
through flights to Dulles.
Boston, it's a 6-hour layover.
Go through.
Have like a
basically the same thing.
Have you checked through RDU, which is Raleigh Durham? That'd be closer for you.
Raleigh Durham's Detroit. Dulles is actually. I don't think Southwest flies much to Dulles. So
Raleigh Durham's got a flight out, right?
Raleigh Durham has an Iceland flight.
Says JFK, the only terminal where the waiting line takes longer than the flight.
A fucking man.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan.
Never flown through there.
It always seemed like whenever I fly through any of the New York airports, there was some bullshit delay that, like, it is not weather. It was like, oh, they're renovating the tarmac, or they're, it's something like, specifically the airport is having a problem, not just, like, the weather.
I'm excited to see how much has changed inside the Keflavik airport, because they have been doing some pretty big expansion projects. Of that are still ongoing, but part of it was under construction. I think they added another runway now as well. Like, that airport is growing.
Well, the thing that they need to expand is the non-Schengen area of the terminal, because when the U.S. flight blocks and Icelandair are leaving, the lines are just nuts. And it's the same when coming into the country, because all the U.S. flights land into Reykjavik around 6:30 a.m. So the line for people that aren't EU citizens is always crazy.
I think I got lucky last year where I ended up at the front of the crowd going through, because I didn't dawdle. I made a beeline straight for customs.
Coming back or going down?
You know what we should do? We should make like a Google Doc that's like the Open Comms crew travel tips for FanFest.
It's not a bad idea.
We already have a Google Doc. We could just like make a new tab of it, right?
Yeah,
we have one?
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, we have travel deets. So like we could just make a new tab. See, right now we have
But that way too, you could give it to people that are like, I'm going to FanFest for the first time. What are some tips?
Alright, so I made a new tab called Advice.
I'm going to FanFest for the first time. Give me some tips.
Ooh, we have plenty of advice for you. And you see that Elise is in the server too. And like now he lives there, now that he works for CCP, so...
Traitor.
Thank CCP Swift for travel tips.
Yeah.
But like most of us have been there at least a few times. This will be my 4th time.
Second
FanFest, you mean?
So I made a new.
We need to get down to FanFest one of these years.
Delana, didn't you get a CCP tour your first in 2018?
Yes, I got a tour of the CCP office, the old office.
I went 10 years ago. Well, almost 11 years ago.
Isn't the pub crawl this year like doing a private party afterwards? Like you actually have to have tickets to get into?
There's always a party afterwards.
Yeah.
But it's usually like open,
No,
like
no.
to everybody.
Nah,
Well, it wasn't in my year.
no.
You got in with a wristband this last year,
Yeah.
and if you didn't have a
Yeah.
wristband, you had to pay to get in.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, wristband.
I just remember that the last bar we were at for the pub crawl happened to have Budweiser, which is the Czech Budvar, and I was in CCP Swift's group. I was like, dude, they have Budvar. This beer is amazing, and I proceeded to like drink their entire supply. They had like 6 bottles, which is why if you look on Habit Discord, my nickname is Budweiser Enjoyer.
I really like seeing the new CCP office last year because I did go to the charity dinner.
Yeah, it was pretty nice.
I think we did the
I got
PL
to go
dinner
and do
that
stuff
day.
there.
I highly recommend doing the charity dinner if it's not sold out. Or actually, did they even post that one?
Yeah, it's on
Also,
there.
because
I don't think it's
they
sold out.
posted
is it?
everything in the pub crawl was just the last thing,
Pub
which already
crawl
sold
was-
out.
Yeah. Speaking
Although
of,
there's
I
always a
don't know
group
how
of
much.
people that just kind of like follow along everybody anyway, because like I know for me, I can't drink that fast. I don't want to drink that fast, and it's like they have a really good apple cider that I'm like obsessed with, but you can't chug apple cider. It's gross. You can't do that.
Watch me.
Oh, that sounds like a
No.
challenge.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I
That
don't-
sounds
I
like a
don't want
challenge.
to chug it. I want to savor it because it's the best cider, and they don't have it in the States unless you like
Buy
find
it by
some
the
crazy
bucket.
place that will ship it to you. But I can't find it here. So
I bet you can if you try harder.
whatever. I'd probably still have to get it shipped to me. But anyways, point is there's going to be extra tickets that usually people aren't going to use up. So there's going to be extra tickets for people, and it's like
What
the
kind of tickets?
bartenders aren't going to care
Oh, drink
whether
ticket.
you're like drink tickets to like give to the bartenders, because like the bartenders aren't going to care if you're really in the group or not. They just
Yeah.
want the business and want people to tip them. That's
Exactly.
so
Why not
they
have fun? I mean,
You could crash a pub crawl group just fine.
Which is
Yeah.
what I will be doing this year. I learned
mean,
my
a
lesson
lot of
last
times-
year.
Yeah, they do have like some, they only let a certain number of people in, but you'll see. A lot of times, eventually you'll be able to just sneak in.
Act like you belong.
Mhm.
I think Insidious Saint was giving out the drink tickets, and I know that
Where's
several
he
people
been at?
tried to socially engineer him for extras.
Mhm.
I know I definitely tried a couple times. I
Still can't
mean, if
believe
social
the one-
engineering works of relieving Drayden of his phone and debit card, maybe it works on relieving Insidious of drink tickets.
He came to
no,
know one time.
Drayden is easy to make him part
Oh,
of this fucking
Drayden.
wallet.
Yeah, he was in
That
New
dude
Orleans
leaves
for
his
what,
shit laying around
22.
everywhere.
It was 23 was, I think, his first one.
No, or Insidious, not Drayden.
Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah, Insidious, it was a little while ago, but he was the only one that actually fell for the, I bet I know where you got them shoes.
He did.
I remember at the Jackson Square, some
Yep,
old
he
black
did.
guy tried that
and I
on
was
me.
like, I was too slow, like, he was in the back of the group, and by the time I heard it, it was like slow-mo, like, and he fell for it. I'm like, God damn it.
So if you
That's-
fall for it, what do they actually do? Like, they just try
They
Thank you,
demand
Sam.
money from you,
Yeah.
and then they
That's
get
what
mad
I'm
if you
saying,
don't give them the money.
And
Oh.
they'll become very aggressive.
Yeah,
We
so
were at
might as well
Jackson-
do it if you fall for it, because I try to tell everybody, like, don't fall for that.
See,
If,
I
you say,
think it'd
if
be
somebody
fun-
asks you, I bet I know where you got them shoes, you
Well-
say, on your feet.
Well, but if all they do is get angry, then, just keep walking and ignoring them.
You don't want to make some people angry.
No, Delano, we were at Jackson Square, and
Be right back.
this like old skinny black guy tried that on me, and my response to him was, "Is about to be up your ass," and he just kept walking along.
It's also a good one.
Well, remember that one.
Yeah, you could tell he wasn't really putting much effort into it. It was just like, "Oh, we're tourists." It's like, yeah, tourists
Yeah,
must
they're
kick
going
your ass.
for easy marks, and if you give them any sort of trouble, they're like, oh, it's not worth it, and then they go move on to the next one.
I have learned from my crime bros in NYC that ignoring people is always a good idea, and fuck off is also a good idea.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I would just use that as fuck off. Yeah.
I mean, that's,
Yeah, it's just like
Or
don't
just
make
start
eye
acting
contact.
crazy.
Don't
What,
make eye
what are we
contact.
talking about? What did I come into?
we have a little bit of a problem in my city actually right now where we do have
About telling
an
people to fuck off?
an uptick in some homeless people that
Somebody
are,
tells me when I come visit
that
you,
can be
somebody tells me to
aggressive,
fuck
yeah.
off. I'm gonna be pissed. I'm not gonna fuck
San
off.
Diego was the only time I ever actually had a problem with. It was almost like
Where?
the day I got there.
San Diego.
It was like I wasn't even checked into my hotel yet, but I was just walking down to I went up for TwitchCon, so I went down there to at least get my badge. But I was walking around and some homeless looking guy was like, "Hey, can I have $1 for a sandwich?" I was like, "Hey, sorry, I don't have cash, whatever." And I keep walking, I could hear him behind me just go, "Slut."
I hate to say,
money
it's
for-
something
do
you're
you
not
have
gonna hear
money
if you're
for
a
drugs?
guy.
And I was like,
I've-
I was wearing one of my cute little travel outfits. I was like, oh, it was sleeveless. Maybe that's what he's talking about. Like, oh, I'm showing my shoulders. And that in my pants. My
Is this like the 1930s or some shit?
like
Ooh,
oh,
shoulder. Ooh.
hey, ooh, we're gonna get banned on Twitch.
Oh my god.
The homeless people in my downtown have actually gotten smart, and some of them have set up Venmos now. It's like, I don't have any cash. Oh, here, let me show you my Venmo.
Then you get ignored. Ignored. I don't have a Venmo. If you've got Venmo as a homeless person, you're not a homeless person, right? You're a liar. Liar.
A lot of the places
When I
I've
told
seen
them,
now
I
that
don't
run-
have cash,
Liar. I won't believe you. I don't. You
That's
can
not
tell,
even-
no matter. I won't believe it.
An incorrect statement. I usually just don't have cash. I don't use it.
I don't carry cash.
I have a whole bunch
lot of
of,
the
I
places
have a
I've
whole
seen
bunch of
now-
cash.
Unless I'm
I have a whole bunch of
traveling.
cash in my pocket. A whole bunch of cash in my pocket.
Well, even if
And
I'm
guess what?
traveling,
I'm gonna still tell them, "Fuck you." I got
I'll
no
only
cash.
care
going
a
to
little.
Iceland, they don't even.
I don't care
No.
a little.
They don't even
anymore.
really use it, and they have those little card reader things everywhere. And you just
Let's
tap
say-
your card.
I have had.
card reader.
I like the Icelandic money though; it's pretty cool.
I have
got
an
a bunch of it.
Icelandic. I think it's 1,000 krona bill in my
I do
wallet,
have some fish
and
money.
it's been in my wallet since the last fan fest, and I'm going.
I had to get some
I'm-
ISK, right? You
Well,
have to buy
I'm
some
gonna
ISK.
I'm gonna bring that same bill with me, spend it, and then get a fresh bill to bring home that I'll bring back on the next trip.
Well, 1,000
Very cool.
ISK is like $7.20.
I know. I'm gonna.
But
need
you
to get
gotta,
maybe-
more cash
but
when
you
I
have
get
to live
back.
it. But you have to at
Maybe
least
you
one of
can,
those when you
like-
go home. You have to take one home.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
you don't, you come on. That's just the
Yeah.
thing.
I've also got.
I've got several of them. I understand they're worth nothing. It doesn't matter. That's just the.
Yeah,
It's cool to have
I have some
1,000
fish money.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I just have it just to have because it's.
And I got a
cool.
bunch of
Like,
kroners, and I didn't even know about
It's like-
kroners.
I
And
just
thought,
dug
I want
this
some of
up
those
right
too.
here.
Fuck it.
So
This is
The little
Hungarian
teeny tiny
money.
pen. Well, you know,
Oh.
but the little teeny tiny
How the
pennies they got.
fuck do you have do you have Hungarian money?
I've been to Hungary.
Oh,
In the 90s? I thought they were on the euro.
No, they're still in the forint.
Hmm.
This is $2.57.
that's cool.
Yeah,
See,
Hungary is
I
still
li-
not on the euro.
I lived in Europe before the euro. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, every single
I
country
went-
was changing
I
money.
went-
Hey, Rain hitting us with the rain.
Great. I want to
you,
talk to Rain
Rain.
about next weekend, but I can't talk to her about next weekend because I'm not smart enough.
What?
I know.
Dom, you're smart enough.
So,
Stop.
I,
You're not-
so,
Oh, because I won't remember what we're talking about. I won't
so,
remember.
oh, and actually, I was starting to say it earlier. If you guys get here early enough before the show,
There she is.
On Friday?
There she
Yeah.
is.
we
Mike, that's the goal, right? To get there before the show.
I can literally, Dom, whatever time you want to leave, I'll leave.
I need an
We
umbrella
gotta
to
talk.
stay here.
So
We need to talk.
we are Beer City USA. That's the moniker that we've claimed, and there's a bunch of breweries here that are really awesome. But I want to take you guys to my favorite one Friday night after you roll into town before the show.
Do
Is
they
the alcohol
have
involved?
something gluten free?
Yes.
All right, bet. I'm down.
It's important.
Is rye gluten free?
No. Wheat,
No.
barley, rye, and some oats are not gluten free.
Yeah,
Is
'cause
corn
isn't,
gluten-free?
like, that
Yes.
Those are.
Well, I know something the Rain can have without any worry then, and that's
Well,
100% Appalachian White Lightning.
But then you have to ask yourself, why would you want that? Nobody wants that.
Because White Lightning is good.
No, it's not.
Did you say white lightning?
Yes,
Wait,
there's
White-
another name for moonshine.
Corn alcohol. That's not good.
That's,
If it's
Sounds like
proper
some white
Appalachian
people
moonshine,
shit.
it is 100% corn.
It is not good.
so Tito's vodka is 100% corn.
Yeah. Corn,
Vodka also
vodka,
has no taste.
and
That's the
sour
best
mash are
part.
not the same thing.
That is the best part about Tito's, though. You don't want the taste.
Tito's
If we talk
good.
about
You're
Tito's,
just like,
George McGurk
cheap
is going to
vodka.
show up if we talk about Tito's.
Now, Tito's is good, cheap vodka. It really is.
Wait,
It's
wait.
good.
So we're talking about
Kirkland.
Redline's birthday bash, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, next Friday.
Dave and Buster's. I have a Dave and
That's
Buster's app
Saturday.
thing.
That's on Saturday.
Are we gonna play games, or are we just sitting there drinking and
What do
eating?
you want to do?
We're gonna play games and eat and drink.
If we
I'm
have
going to
D-
drink.
if we have DDR, I will do DDR.
What's DDR?
Oh hell yeah! I'll
Dance
suck
Dance
at it.
Revolution. All right, we're gonna do that.
I will watch you and Skyhawk do that while I not have a heart attack.
Skyhawk, have you ever seen the Saw movies?
Not all of them, but yes.
All I can think of is a little
Vlad.
feeling, but hello, Raid. I want to play a game.
That's me and Skyhawk, and then Dominark's like, not interested.
But what I was thinking is go out to a brewery, like go out downtown before the show, and then Saturday.
Can we get high? Can we get high?
Yeah, of course.
Why is that? Because it's legal
It's
there.
legal.
Dom, are you bringing like your other things that we can do?
I'm trying.
Okay.
And then Saturday
Trying hard.
afternoon, Redline said he'd come up earlier in the day and he can come up any time. I was thinking we'd go out to Frederick Meyer Gardens. I sent Rain a link about it.
But we're going to get. So, Dave and Buster's is Saturday night.
Yes, Saturday night.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've got some ideas for fun stuff we can do.
Either Friday night, we'll go out drinking because we want to drink. I like to drink. We'll bring drinks back to the place that we'll do the thing.
Yep.
And then we'll drink some more.
Wait, Dom, what day do we need to leave? Are we leaving Sunday or are we leaving Monday?
We'll leave Sunday. I have to
Okay.
get back. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Because otherwise, that
Well,
gets real close
and
to Christmas.
you guys also have to leave Sunday because this is why I was able to get
You
the
don't
upgraded
know that.
room.
You don't know
Are we
that.
getting kicked
Ray and
out?
I are
The,
very,
the hotel
very-
shuts down for Christmas
No,
starting
we know what
Sunday
we're
at
Ray and I
noon.
know what we're doing.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Right, Rain? We know what we're doing. We're shifty.
But no, I got connecting rooms. One is the suite, and then the connecting room to it up on the 25th floor.
And I got my little.
Is the connecting
I got-
room a single or a double?
It's a single.
Okay.
So I was,
There's a closet, right? I'll sleep in the closet.
well, I was going to give you the bed in the suite, since the room's
There you
that
go.
one's technically yours, and then the couch in the living room has a pull-out bed, and I was just going to crash there, because I have to be staying with you guys.
Well, I knew,
to,
yeah, but
to use my employee discount.
I thought we both. Oh, okay. I guess I thought we both have a bedroom. We're gonna give that to Rain.
Yeah,
We're-
Rain,
oh.
Rain's, yeah.
Sneaky.
Rain's
God
gonna
damn
take get the attached room, and then I'm gonna sleep.
I
on the
thought we
pull-out
put
couch.
Dom there because we have a gay guy and a straight woman.
Oh,
so
well,
I feel like the straight guy is the odd man out.
That seems right. That seems fair.
I'm good with whatever. I'm fine with sleeping
I
on
don't
the
care.
I'm gonna
couch.
sleep wherever you want me to. Wherever's comfortable.
It's
for me.
Dominic.
I don't care.
It's gonna be.
I want you to know, my mom was like, it feels really weird to say this, but you're going away on a trip with a man who's married. And it, like, when you describe it to people, it sounds really weird and awkward, but, like, when you're Eve players, you're like, nah, dude, it's me and the
That makes sense.
homies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like,
it's-
my mom had to, like, rationalize it in her head to describe it to, like, her
She
friends. Like,
knows me too.
my daughter's
Yeah.
going on a road trip with a married man. His wife's not attending. They're staying with a gay guy.
It's also.
How do you rationalize that?
It's like a friend that is a man versus
Yeah.
like
You can't describe it that way.
no romantic thing happening.
That's
yeah,
too
but, like,
funny.
No, I agree, Vlad, because it's like, how do you describe you're hanging out with your homies? And it's not weird, but like to anybody else, like just listening in, they're like, "That's really weird." Like, what? Do
Yeah,
you
but I
describe
look
it?
at you like you're my little sister.
Yeah, I'm closer to like your son's age than I am your
Yeah,
age.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
It reminds me of a quote from one of the Jay
I
and Silent Bob
wouldn't
movies
ask
where it's
if-
like, I'm
if you
Jay
didn't
and
know-
this is my hetero life mate, Silent Bob.
But I wouldn't have asked. I wouldn't have even suggested to Rain to do this if we didn't know each other, and we've known each other.
No,
for
I
a
agree,
long
and
time.
I wouldn't agree
yeah.
had I not like literally spent every Thanksgiving with Skyhawk. Dom, you know the exact town the home
Well,
I grew up in.
I know where you live. Yeah.
We've all met Redline, and Delana, I've hung out with Delana so much. Like, if she was going, I'd be totally for it.
Well, and I'll be honest, I'm picky about who I will let stay at the hotel under my discount because
Because you got burned before.
I could literally get fired because this is literally my office is in the basement of the hotel we're staying in, which is funny because for me, I'm gonna actually end up going 13 days in a row of being at work and being on property between that weekend and my work week on either side of it.
Oh, you serious?
Exactly.
Yes.
Like whenever
Yeah, I'm gonna be
Wow.
at work for 2 weeks basically.
Oh, that's,
Oh shit!
Well, like whenever I
you know
whenever
what?
I use the Hilton
Are we
rate-
worth it? Are we worth it, Rain? Are we worth it?
Yes.
We're worth it.
I wouldn't even go to FanFest with you guys if I didn't see you as family, you know?
I'm so excited for the Airbnb experience at FanFest.
Oh, Mel?
It's gonna
Who's
be
this?
fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Yeah,
yes.
with how my flights were,
Missed you,
it
buddy.
just didn't work to do the Airbnb.
Well,
But
and
it is what it is.
if it
I mean,
stays
if you get a
going-
better discount, it's fine, dude.
For me this year, FanFest ain't working because I got other shit going on. But
But it's
Maybe
funny
next
though. I literally I go to FanFest, I fly back to the States, and then I have to go and do a work conference for another week.
Damn.
where?
Malkuth.
Hey, it's Malkuth.
He's
time no see.
Malcolm.
Wait, is Malkuth going to FanFest, dude?
Nope, I'm done.
Bro, fuck you.
Oh,
I haven't
wow.
seen you
Aw,
in
man.
forever.
How you been, buddy?
Because I'm going to make you solve.
I've been
I'm going to
alive.
make you do a solution where
Well,
you
we
have
miss
to
you.
add
You
and,
just not buy more.
and redistribute BGP into OSPF.
No. Fuck you.
That literally was on my cert test I had to take on Thursday. Was
Yeah.
hey, it's it's BGP and OSPF together, and
you pass
we're trying to
Flab?
redistribute RIP into it.
Is that good or bad?
Did you
I don't like to
pass
get
It's
ripped.
Flab?
really complicated.
I like to get ripped. It's
Yes, I
What-
passed.
You
Thank
did?
goodness.
Okay, good job, dude.
And here's the
Congrats.
worst thing.
Yeah.
This is what pisses me off. So I got a message for my Fortinet certification saying it's expiring in 90 days back in November. I have to pass a core exam, which I just did, and then a secondary exam. So it's like on par with taking a CCMP in 90 days. Which, if anybody's not familiar, a CCMP, it's a very involved certificate. So, like, if I wanted to go the next step up for networking, whether it's Cisco or Fortinet, you actually have to take a. So for Fortinet, it's a 9-hour practical
For what
exam.
now? For what?
It's an
What'd you
IT
just call it?
vendor. Okay, who here
Fortinet.
knows what Cisco is?
What's Fortnite?
I do. Fortinet's
You mean like
another
the
company.
email?
They do networking hardware.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
not
like Cisco
Fortnite.
Cisco makes Cisco makes networking equipment. There's 3 big companies for networking.
Oh,
There's
yeah,
Cisco,
it's
there's
good looking
Juniper, and there's
stuff there.
Fortinet. I work with Fortinet. So if I were to take their next level certification, it's a 9-hour exam where you have to configure multiple routers, multiple firewalls, switches, access points, mail solution,
Gee.
secure access for clients. It is probably harder than Delata's PE exam.
I find that hard to
Got an
believe.
exam? You had to do some peeing exam? What the hell?
Professional engineer exam.
Oh,
Ooh,
not peeing.
Do not.
Which
I don't
I
want
did,
that.
I did
Gross.
not even pass this first time. It has a 62% pass
Did you
rate
try?
the first time.
Did you try?
Yes! But
Well,
I-
it doesn't sound like you did. It sounds like you blew it off because you thought you were gonna fail anyway.
whatever.
Tom, are you talking shit, dude? Delana
I
is the
found
best engineer I know.
The weak points that I need to study, because there's a lot of stuff that I use in my job that
Listen.
was just like, oh,
Listen,
well, no
listen,
shit, I
listen.
used this thing yesterday, but there's a
I'm
lot that I
an
don't
elder.
do.
Listen
so I
to
had
what I
study.
listen to me. You just
What?
try harder. Try harder.
Well,
Yeah,
like in your
dumb.
boat, my renewal exam, they're going on they do a ton on dynamic routing protocols that you need to know fundamentals of. It's like,
You gotta try
yeah,
it out.
in the
Right?
job, we don't do dynamic routing. We static route everything because it's a fucking data center. It doesn't change.
Now with that attitude, it won't.
What happens if you get DOS, dude? You don't change your IP?
No, you have a firewall that does DDoS protection.
Yeah.
Router, I just unplug my router and we'll plug it back
See,
in.
I wonder. I hope that's not. I hope that's true.
But
and I hope
here's the
that's
thing that's crazier. If I went for Cisco's version, you have to fly into Richardson, Texas, to Cisco to take the test. And it's a 2-day practical lab examination. And it's
And
it's 9 to 10 hours.
That.
Have you guys talked about how Luigi is the best name of 2024?
Is it really?
Right.
Is it really Luigi?
Yeah,
the hottest man I've ever met.
I need to buy a
Wait,
new
you've ever
CZ
met-
and a
you've
new
met
9mm
Luigi?
I've met
Your
Luigi.
Honor, I can fix him.
I've met Luigi.
So
He's a sexy
Wow.
motherfucker.
Luigi
you can't
was
fix shit.
over at my house eating dinner. There's no way it's him, man.
I know.
How
but-
was he
done it.
having dinner with you
Remember
when I was
4
sucking
years
his
we were
dick
playing
that morning?
Honestly,
Phasmophobia together.
still-
He's
I
Oh
still
still
man,
say
he
it was
really
him
gets
anyway.
around.
Yeah, we're playing Phasmo and having dinner, and
I like
That's
it.
not. He was doing something else with me. Can't talk about
This
it.
reminds me, I need to get a new
What?
CZ. I need to get a
Wow.
9mm
Where
pistol
do we go?
and a new 9mm suppressor
it's
and a
got
couple
a
pieces
woman
of
here.
No longer glad.
45.
Vlad, here's your standard now. You can no longer talk about guns unless you're using them to massacre a CEO who is responsible for 70,000 deaths a year.
That's it. That's
legal
that's
reason
rookie
for
number.
that, Joe.
Have you actually seen the
Rookie
Saw
numbers.
movie where the healthcare guy actually gets stuck in a saw trap?
Yeah, dude, I jacked
Yeah.
off a lot to that scene.
Yeah, but unfortunately, that's a movie, and we finally got one down in reality.
I want you to know, denial rates
I'm
are
gonna
plummeting
dream
through the
about that
floor.
tonight.
Somebody
Luigi
clip
is
that.
single-handedly
Jesus.
responsible for saving
Oh,
lives.
believe me,
Somebody-
I
somebody would
masturbate.
help that.
I masturbate
Totally
to
just
that.
send a picture of Luigi and be like, who's next?
I'm sorry, Rain, but somebody fucking clipped that.
Oh my god.
Sorry. I want to
No,
talk
you're not.
politics, but it's
No,
not
you're
really
not.
politics. It's more of like, hey, let's like be rational human beings and save lives.
All I want is that Brandon Herrera to reopen the
sorry,
registry
Delana.
and
It's like-
Daddy Trump to get rid of the NFA.
Like I had an
be
orchestra
so
concert
happy.
last night, and the
Fuck
guy
all of that.
who was playing like he was playing percussion in the back, but he kind of has like a little darker complexion with the curly dark hair. My dad kept saying like that guy kind of looks like the CEO shooter. I'm like, Dad, you can't say that.
You can.
Should be like, Dad, I love him.
I'll-
Daddy,
I'll-
I love him.
If you've seen pictures of that Luigi guy, he
Very
probably gets laid.
fun.
He probably got laid a ton.
Oh,
Well,
no,
actually, for
that-
me,
you
shit,
could
dude.
fucking grate Parmesan cheese on those Italian abs that I saw in those photos.
They
My
said like
God.
he's been having issues because he had the picture of like the X-ray. He has like multiple pins in his spine.
Yeah.
Like so, they said like for a while he hasn't been able to be physical because he's had
He
so
literally
much back
couldn't be
pain.
intimate with anyone. Was one of the.
Although I still don't think it's him because he did have a little bit of a unibrow situation going on.
Rain,
It's,
and the
that's,
pictures-
that's the Italian genes, strong
Rain,
Italian
But
look
no,
at your
the
genes.
phone. I
pictures
just
from
texted
that
you something.
hostel, the guy did
Is it
not
me?
have a unibrow.
I just texted you something.
So
Okay, I'm looking.
that's-
Have y'all seen
that-
the reviews?
Wait. Let me. I want to respond to
Dom, you're
Delana.
right.
Isn't that
Culvers
funny?
wouldn't have snitched.
Culver's wouldn't have snitched.
This is
Unless
called
I
class
feel like
solidarity,
it's all
right?
that fast.
It is no longer left versus right. It is the 99% versus the 1%. And if you're like, I don't know which side I'm on, spoiler, you are the 99%. There is zero chance you are the 1%, let alone ever becoming the 1%.
Especially if no, you're
This is called class
Rain,
solidarity.
You're
Support your
100%
homies.
correct. You're
eat the
100%
rich.
correct.
When I say
Rain,
eat,
have you ever heard of the
Never.
4 boxes of American democracy?
I've heard of eat the rich, Vlad. That's all I care about.
Well, it's what people
Thank you,
say is the
Mikey.
cornerstone of American democracy is the 4 boxes. The soap box, the ballot box, the jury box, and when all 3 of those fail, the cartridge box.
Yes. I want people to know that what Luigi did happened before we had things called unions and laws to protect workers. The reason we have an 8-hour work week is because what Luigi did used to be what was done in the past. Anyway, eat the fucking rich. Health insurance is a scam. Luigi is innocent. If you don't believe he's innocent, look up something called jury nullification. You can still be guilty and get away free. Also, if you ever want out of jury duty, just say jury. You know about jury nullification.
Ray is right. That is a guaranteed way to get out of jury duty because prosecutors will
Ray,
preemptively challenge your
not-
ass in no
nope.
time if you mention it.
Not in the county you live in, or the county
It
you
is.
live in.
It is.
I tried it. It didn't work.
It didn't work. You said you knew jury. Okay.
Yes.
Next time I go, so like,
No, that was a county next to you. It wasn't the same county. So I'm in Jasper, right? So,
yeah.
but it didn't work. I tried it. It didn't work.
So
There's no way hell a jury's going to find that guy guilty.
Fuck
He's,
off.
he's
I
gonna be.
had to come back
he's
in.
done dead to rights.
I was up for jury duty for a month, and they had 0 cases for us. So
Well, same
I was
here.
going
I
to use
didn't-
jury nullification, though.
I didn't have to go in.
Back in
But the
2021.
one time I tried, I had to. I tried that, and nope. I
I've
had
only
to
ever
show up.
gotten the jury summons once back in 2021, and of course because it was when my county was catching back up on cases after COVID, I ended up actually serving on a jury for a murder trial, which was an interesting experience. I'm glad I did. Also, I saw images during that I wish I had never seen, but like,
Yes.
What's Iceberg mean?
What can you say what the disposition of the case was?
oh yeah, I could say everything about it. It was a murder of a 8-month-old infant.
I'm so sorry.
I think we were just curious.
So
like,
sorry.
What happened to the person that did it?
For those who don't know, when you have child crimes like that, you literally have to witness what happened to them in order to make your jury case. Like that's what the prosecution represents, and it is horrific.
they. I mean, I'm not going to talk about it on stream. If anyone like at meetups or away from stream, I'm happy to talk about it. But like the details. But yeah, it was bad. But the guy, Michigan does not have the death penalty. It was actually written into our original state constitution back in the 1800s. Death penalty is not an option. It's illegal here. But he is in Michigan prison for the rest of his life without a possibility of parole.
Good.
Fucking
And he's probably going to be in PC for the rest of his life, which is like double whammy.
Yeah, he's not having a good time at all.
good.
Nor should he. Should he.
And the victim was his girlfriend's child. He was not the father.
Ouch.
Yeah.
So Skyhawk, when I got jury duty pre-COVID, and our jury duty pamphlets were obviously were super old because they said that you may have to decide a criminal trial up to death by electrocution, which in Tennessee, the electric chair had basically been retired for about 15 years at that point. So you know how old the pamphlets were.
I would never be able to end up on jury duty in a state where the death penalty is a case or as a possibility, because I have deep-rooted issues with the state murdering citizens, even if they're a convicted felon.
I'll throw out there, if it makes you feel better, generally when you pick the death penalty, it costs more for the state because then the defendant always has the option to appeal, which costs the state a lot of money. So usually if you pick life in prison, it's actually cheaper for the state. And from what I can tell with people who kill themselves in prison, it's probably a harsher punishment than actually death.
Especially if you...
I mean, for me, my reasoning boils down to one thing, really, and it's there have been, like, one single person being killed by the state who was actually convicted wrongly is one too many.
Correct.
And that alone is enough for me to be okay with, even if this person we know beyond a reasonable doubt or beyond a shadow of a doubt that they did a thing, I'm still okay with them rotting in prison.
We need to bring back gladiator stuff.
I'm one of those of
You just
think
want
that
Russell Crowe.
there are
I
some
might.
crimes that...
Or no, what's the guy?
See,
Denzel Washington.
Vlad, I would agree with you, but it always costs the state more in appeals. And if you've commit a heinous crime, suffering in prison without dying is actually, like, even if you're in solitary isolation or whatever,
Unless
it
you
is
just don't
worse
care.
than the death. It
Unless
is
you
worse than
just
the
don't
death
care.
penalty.
And
But to me,
I'm assuming they
people
care.
like Ted
People just
Bundy
don't
that
care.
deserved the
They
death
just don't
penalty.
care.
I
But
agree with what
I-
Drakenhoff said in chat. The state has no more right to commit homicide than any citizen.
That's
Well,
also
here's
fair, yeah.
my issue with the death penalty is that if you look at like the active states, a lot of the times when the death penalty is applied, it's they shot a cop, and that's a lot of
It's too
cases
subjective.
where it's one murder. It wasn't a particularly brutal murder, but they shot a cop, so they basically speed ran him through the death penalty process.
I absolutely
I don't
disagree
agree with that.
what Drakenhoff says. I disagree.
I
The
don't.
state-
I think
the state has a right to commit homicide over any
The
other
thing is,
citizen. It
so,
does have
but what-
it absolutely has that right.
But what
It has
Skyhawk said is correct. If there is at least one innocent person who is incorrectly killed, it does not
I didn't say
justify
I didn't say
every
they
other
should
person who
exercise
is
it.
correctly killed.
I didn't say they should exercise it.
Oh, I see what
say
you're
they
saying. I see
have
what
the
you're saying.
right. Right? I
'Cause,
think
like-
they should choose not to. That's the right thing to do. But do they have the right to? Yes, absolutely.
And there's
They do.
there's what is it? It's like a political game theory, right? Like if you have one person who's innocent but they get punished, it does no longer justifies all of the guilty people who are punished. But some people say, no, that's fair. I'd rather have one person who's innocent get punished than let a
Rather
guilty
not that
person walk
happen.
free.
See, I'm of that
See,
opinion.
yeah,
I'm of
it's
that
like two
opinion.
political views,
I am
right?
of that opinion. Yeah, I
And
agree.
see, I'm of the opinion that I would rather have a guilty person walk free than an innocent person punished.
I
and, like-
agree with
Yeah.
you.
I don't. And
That's-
I absolutely
that's the
see
way
the
our
validity.
system is
I
supposed
absolutely
to
see the
work.
validity of your statement. I absolutely see
Yeah,
the validity.
it's
of it.
it's and
But
it's
I
like
just-
a political
but I
discourse,
want,
right?
My thing is, I want both of them, which doesn't. We both want both of them, right? He's like, of course we both want both
Right,
of
because
them.
I think Dom's kind of like with the same boat as I am, where it's like the death penalty should only be used when it's an extremely horrible crime and there is absolutely overwhelming no chance that this person could be innocent evidence.
So
If
That's-
there's even
that's why
if there's
that's
even
why I'm
a scrap
struggling,
of
'cause-
doubt, it should be life in
Well,
prison.
But
So-
I think
I-
there's always a little bit of doubt, unless the person absolutely confesses and they're asking for the death penalty, which that could be a thing. I get that, but normally there's gonna be enough of a doubt, right? It just to kill somebody over it, you have to be pretty fucking sure, right?
And see,
I'll give you
and we-
I'll give you an example of my
Pretty fucking
state. In Tennessee, we had the Channing Christian murders, where it was a gang of, it was, I think, 4 or 5 individuals. They basically tortured and murdered a couple. It was boyfriend, girlfriend. And there was overwhelming evidence that they did it. There was no scrap or proof of them being innocent. The ringleader got death, and the rest of them basically got life, with and without parole. And I think that's justice, where, yes, the people that weren't the most responsible got life in prison, but the guy that ran it, that orchestrated it, deserves the death penalty.
I'm not gonna lie. How do we get
So,
this?
so,
How'd we
Mike,
get here?
I brought
so-
up Luigi. I'm sorry.
yeah.
I love
There
watching
we go.
shitty
No, okay.
people die.
I just want to make
so-
sure. I'm just want to make sure I got.
So
I'm on board.
Vlad, my
couldn't remember.
concern with that approach is like, I want this to not. In an ideal world, I wouldn't want this to have anything that has some sort of subjective test, where at the end of the day you're still like I'd rather it just be very clear. We don't kill. The state does not kill people. Period. Not
And
leaving it like because that opens the door for mistakes. Still, any
Does.
subjective
You're
test
100%,
does.
you're 100% correct, but I still believe the state has the right. Should they exercise it? I don't think so. Right?
If they
I
shouldn't
can't say that.
exercise it, they shouldn't have the right.
No, not necessarily. You have to exercise a right to have it. Right? You don't have to exercise it to have it.
Well, Matt,
have it.
because it's
Oh,
like
I agree,
speeding.
Graham.
You get pulled over for going 75 and a 50. The cop has the discretion to write you whatever speeding ticket is appropriate for justice. He may knock it down to 15 over. That's discretion, and I think that's what the point that Dom's trying to make.
I think
Can
so.
we
So
Maybe. I
anyways,
don't remember.
Here's
Well,
one,
we're
Lana.
talking- anyways, on a more fun conversation.
your turn, Delana.
Yeah, thank
Oh,
you.
have we
I'm
got
just
around
sitting here
everybody's
like-
drinking?
Rain, nice job, Rain.
Thanks, Rain.
Malkuth, did you have something you wanted to
Rain.
We're
say?
eating the rich, bro.
Have we got around the horn and said everybody's drinking?
CEOs have tried
Look
to
at
kill
the art.
me
Look
since
at
I
all
was
the art.
13. Eat
Now
the
look at all
fuck.
the art on fucking Rain's wall.
Actually,
She's the
yes.
CEO.
Actually, yes. Rain, Vlad, and Malkuth, you get to do your turn for Around the Horn, an hour and 15 minutes late.
So, Rain is drinking what's called kinky. It's generally just liquor mixed with like a flavor. So this one's Aloha, so like coconut,
Did its own thing? Oh.
coconut, pineapple, lime. Yeah, so like if you're one of those people where you don't like wine, but you don't want to drink heavy liquor, like this is probably more your thing.
that's not
Like
my
a
thing,
premix,
no. No,
a
not my
premixed
thing.
drink. It comes
I
in
like the
various
heavy
flavors. The fun thing is the name. Obviously, you can say teehee. I'm drinking kinky, and it's like super
I know
teehee.
I know.
the
that's what I'm
kinkiest
drinking.
rain will ever be.
It's the
No, it's
kinkiest
not.
I'll
That's
ever
not-
be.
No, that's not
They
true
call me
at all.
Vanilla Rain in the sheets, dude.
Oh yes, remember when we did the test and Rainbow's the most vanilla of all of
Shut
us?
up, dude! I
I'm
didn't
not
want to share my results
surprised.
for that.
I am not surprised by that.
Oh,
You guys are
that's too
haters.
funny. We are haters. We're terrible people.
I'm kidding.
Yes,
You're
we
all-
are terrible people, but that's why we love each other.
BRB.
For
Vlad
me,
just leaves. He's not drinking it.
BRB.
I'm having the usual cherry Coke because, you know, I only drink around you guys.
The past
Wait, Malkus,
15
are you-
minutes, I have typed 11
you been,
things
Malkus?
in the FanFest advice sheet.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Malcolm,
Wait.
how have you been? It's been
There's
a
a
while.
sheet?
Why don't you come around?
Yes.
I've been
In
been
the
busy.
Discord, you go to the FanFest
Work
channel,
lives,
and
life
it's in the pins.
work and life.
The first tab is the roster. The second tab
Yeah,
is the
man.
advice.
Oh, bless. Oh,
that
yeah,
we're
because we
providing
have...
for Alex because this is his first FanFest.
What test is Vlad
I've
running
been
off the
seeing
board?
his
Holy
first
FanFest.
shit!
Where is
I haven't looked at it in like about an hour, and it's like already full of shit.
That's
where
not for
is
me.
this-
I've been
where is
sitting
this
here
shit
for
at?
a lot of
Eisenberg. No one like
typing it out.
Eisenberg.
Where
How
is
do you
this
know
sheet
that? We might like you.
posted at?
It's pinned in the FanFest channel in this Discord.
Oh,
Who did what?
Got it.
Huh? What?
Oh.
Yeah, it's just a
allotment wrong?
Google doc.
I'm kidding.
Who's?
No, I didn't.
I'm kidding.
I'm gonna make it paranoid. I'm gonna check what the hell the.
What are you
I
guys
actually have
talking
no
about?
idea. I've never seen it spelled.
Delana.
Yes,
Man,
it's
Dom,
spelled
you gotta-
right, okay?
Delana, you should put
What
in
are we
there,
talking about?
Since
You gotta
there's
listen up, Dom.
Since
You
there's
I'm having a hard time
Anybody can
following.
type
What are we
in this.
talking
guys, since there's so many people coming in on the 29th, I think we should also add a column for arrival times.
about?
It doesn't
you're
matter
killing me,
arrival
dude.
times. We should meet at 10 o'clock for breakfast.
A fucking
Well,
man.
what I wanted to do, since most of us
Next
should
weekend?
be,
No,
should
we're
be-
leaving earlier than that.
since most of us should be arriving pretty close to each other, what I was
Except the
thinking
people
is we
getting in
try-
on the 26th.
I know,
What are you talking
except
about?
the two of you.
Delana, where are
What,
you
that's
staying on the
FanFest?
26th?
I have no idea.
So I'm at Center Hotel Plaza, but I only have a single bed. So we can
26
either
of what?
cuddle, or you can get a hotel there too.
I
Whoa,
stayed
whoa,
at
whoa, Ray,
Plaza
that sounds
before.
way too
That's a
kinky
nice
for you.
spot.
It is.
That's what I'm saying
Why
too.
is she the only one invited? What the fuck?
Because
You're
we're the
coming
only
out on the
two getting
29th.
there on the 26th.
Of what day?
The 29th is a
26th.
Tuesday.
What's the 26th? Is that
Dom.
Thursday or
I'm
is
not
that
going. It
Friday?
doesn't matter to me. I'm just
Saturday.
asking questions.
Like, I'm leaving the U.S. on April 25th.
Alex
and I'm
is
getting
losing
there
his
the
shit,
next
dude.
morning on the 26th.
Yeah, Alex is just dead.
Yeah, I get it. I get
He's
in
like,
that
why is this
Tuesday
guy
like
fucking
most
with me?
people.
I'm
He's
sorry.
like laughing, dude. He's
Yeah.
losing his shit.
But
I'll get
also,
there.
we
Most
forgot
people's
around the
flights get in
horn.
there like ass o'clock.
Oh
in
yeah,
the
Vlad,
morning.
your turn.
I am drinking a Hurricane, but it's Bacardi mix and Bacardi because I'm trying to get rid of my Bacardi.
Hold up,
'cause-
hold up. Bacardi mix
No,
with
like-
what?
It doesn't matter.
Bacardi. It's
gonna be
Bacardi rum and Bacardi Hurricane mix.
Oh, Bacardi. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Is it Hurricane?
Because I want to get rid
Is
of
it any good?
Bacardi
There's a
because
category
Bacardi-
Is
under
it
my
any good,
desk,
Vlad?
and it
Is it good?
says naughty.
Vlad and I have drank Hurricanes
Bacardi
same
naughty.
places. Is it any good compared to what we've
So-
had together?
Alex,
Don't
what
you
time,
calling me naughty?
what time do you land in the morning coming in?
I believe it's like
I'm never gonna take off. What are you talking about?
6:40.
Okay.
Fuck y'all, I'm making more.
So
Stop.
if you want someone to ride the first leg of the bus into town with, I will be getting in a little ahead of you at 6:25.
I sometimes drive the bus, just so you know.
Rain.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Oh.
Maybe you
But-
could
but
see
I-
if maybe you can change the room to like, because usually if they have one big bed, it's usually still just two beds pushed together.
So I just have one bed. I got like the cheapest option, but I can email them and ask.
Yeah, maybe
so
you
we
could just
can room.
because even if you usually when you say like, oh, I want one big bed, it's still just like two beds pushed together because their beds are tiny.
We're fucking
Oh,
stolen.
I need a closet. I'll sleep in the corner.
Dom,
Dude,
you're
those
not gonna be there.
closets, yeah, don't exist.
I can sleep in the corner.
Dom,
There's
are you
corners.
going to
Every place is a corner.
my festival in my town because you're not going to FanFest?
The Creek. We went to that Creek Mark thing. Did you go to that?
Yes, I did. I meant the one during May with the tulips.
Oh yeah, I always go to that.
Ooh, that sounds pretty.
It is fun.
is. If you like
I tried to do
flowers,
Eve meat for
it's
it once, and then it
fantastic.
rained the one day. So,
and it was really cold, remember?
yeah.
And like
So
all the
I want to
flowers
do.
were dead.
Okay, have I told you this? I want to make up a horror tour, like an after dark horror tour, and I feel like all the tourists in
Alaska?
towns would be like, "Fuck yeah!" And then they'd show up, and I just make shit up.
I mean, that's what
That'd be
most
fun.
I mean,
Like
you do
ghost
that anyway.
tours are anyway. Yes, I want to do it.
made up half the time.
I'd help you out with that.
Okay,
be fun.
not this year, but next year.
That'd be fun.
So breakfast on the 29th.
We're gonna do laundromat.
So
We're
yeah,
leaving.
laundromat.
It's the 20th.
So-
A
Rain,
laundromat.
rain-
So you're staying at
rain,
Plaza
it's the 20th.
Laundromat's 2 blocks away.
Yeah,
20th.
so what I was thinking is all of
Yes.
us coming in on the 29th, since we're getting in so close to each other, and since it's Alex's first fan fest.
We're not talking about next weekend then, right?
No, we're not talking about next weekend.
I don't want to talk
Is
about
we-
anything else then. No,
Iceland.
no.
Shut the fuck up, Dom.
Iceland
Tried
sucks.
saying
I'm
this
not,
like
I can't
3
go.
times.
Iceland sucks. I'm not going.
As we all ride the
Iceland
same
sucks.
fly bus together, basically leaving the airport and just go at night.
Boo.
Yeah, it sounds.
And then, everyone disperse to drop off their shit. And then,
Can't do it.
although I can't drop off my shit at the Airbnb.
You can drop it off. So Delon and I will be at the plaza. You can drop it off at the
Yeah,
plaza.
that's what I'm going to do. So actually, yeah, I can ride the bus the whole way with you then, Alex. And then go to laundromat for breakfast. I'm going to need food before 10 a.m. though.
Well, I
Good
just
luck.
make 10 a.m. as like a random time, right? Like we can get a table, and I know laundromat's good at
I'm
this.
gonna
Like
need
you
food
get a
before 10 a.m.
you get
I
a
can-
table,
yeah,
and then like one person shows up, 2 people show up. Like people can just kind of show up and leave as they want.
Yeah.
So we should be fine. For context, I think Laundromat doesn't have the one with the hangover smoothies, but they're Pricked. Pricked, I think, has the
There's a
hangover
good chance
smoothie.
you'll be able to discuss this when it's closer to the fucking event, right?
Damn!
Dom, you're such a hater, bro.
Hater! I won't be on those shows.
Hey.
I'm so angry, I don't get to go. I'll talk about next Friday, though.
Oh, well, so, yeah. We'll also hit Z's, which is one of my favorite bars. I walk past it literally every day when I leave work. It's pretty sure my
In Michigan?
Yeah.
I remember what I was talking about. Vlad, your hurricane recipe, is it good? Would you
It's
stand by it?
Bacardi mix and Bacardi and ice.
Well, you know, okay. It's terrible. All right, thank you. That's all I need to know.
It's I basically I take a cup and I fill it 1/3 with ice, 1/3 with Bacardi, and 1/3 of hurricane mix.
Gross.
Vlad, I want you to know that ice is not an ingredient. You can ignore the ice. You
No,
can do
I-
half Bacardi, half mix, put it in the fridge for a little bit, you're good.
But you know what the best ice is, Vanilla or Rain?
Did you call me vanilla?
Yes, you are vanilla.
Ice is not a flavor.
Vanilla.
Hey, you're 100% correct. Ice is
No,
not a
but vanilla
He's
is
flavor.
a
supposed to
flavor.
be too bad, dude. I can't
Ice,
handle it.
baby. Yes, like this cup is 1/3 ice, 1/3 Bacardi, 1/3 mix.
Gross. Yeah, not
Before
good.
It reminds me, we need to go to Patty O'Brien's when we're in New Orleans and get some proper hurricanes.
I wanted to make real quick an actual serious thing.
That's a great drinking.
I wanted to make sure that I talked about this. At least I mentioned it on the show. I did post it in the Discord as well, but the Akaroth Memorial episode has been uploaded to YouTube. And then I'm going to start this weekend working through adding eventually every Open Comms episode going back to the reboot after Brisk and Dirk left. All of those are going to get uploaded as well. So we're going to add that as a channel moving forward for us.
You're going to share that channel with us later, right?
Yeah. I'm going to have to get Drayden set up so that he can upload stuff to it too, rather than having him send me episodes that he's recorded. It took like 5 days for him to upload everything to my shared to one of my cloud drives, and then for me to download it as they were uploading. It ended up being about 1.4 terabytes of video.
Damn.
That's all?
Yeah, I was about to say, that's it.
This is that's only the episodes going back to early 2021.
Can I
Scott,
humbly
you should
ask? does his mom aware? Like, is there a way his mom has these links?
Yes, so it got pinged on Slice Discord.
Okay.
Make sure it gets
to
pinged like multiple times though.
To
Okay?
someone, and then someone was specifically pinged that is.
And you send that? Send that to
I asked about that
USMC
when it
Ranger.
posted.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's his name?
That got handled. That's what she is exactly why I made sure that was the first video that I uploaded, because I know she was asking for that night.
Can we humbly invite her to like next year's Vegas in October?
Oh fuck yeah!
Yeah, let go.
Would she want to hang out with us though? That's an honest question.
No, she said she would love to.
Oh, if she wants to?
Yeah, she was in the stream.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, she was,
absolutely. Then
I think she loved, the support and all that stuff.
We just need to make it easy for
Clearly
her.
has no idea who we are.
Yeah.
She's gonna be like,
But
I'm
she
going
can.
to this meetup with some weirdos I
She
met.
was on- she
My
came on
son knows
comms
on the
with us.
internet.
Yeah.
But like that's what Mom Bellicose did, and granted, Mom Bellicose had the time of her life. I really want Mom Bellicose to be there too, because like
Oh, that would be awesome.
amazing.
there's unity. This is gonna be really hard to say. There's unity with mothers who have lost their children, and like I feel like she would need that too.
Oh, I think it would be great for both of them, for sure.
No.
I mean, it's kind of a good way to remember her son with all the friends that he made.
Yeah.
Because they're like, shit, I remember like just driving home today and I'd seen the thing on Discord about the Akaroth memorial episode. It's like, fuck, man. Almost like realize just how short and shitty life is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Let's move on.
are you guys this weekend or this coming weekend? Is it in Grand Rapids that y'all are going, or Chicago?
They're
Grand Rapids.
coming here to Grand Rapids.
But we'll be going by Chicago on our way there. So if somebody wants to get there, we can always pick them up.
And
If we can do
Delana,
that.
you're
We'll be there on
I have
Friday.
the money to go. I've already committed.
too much.
It would be
No,
just
you're
for
good,
2
girl.
days.
We
Literally 2
looked
days. Yeah,
earlier
it's
in the
gonna be-
show, Rain, $720 round trip.
Bro, dude, that's
It's
like
crazy.
7 feet pics. Come on, Delana, start taking them.
Come on, Delana.
Wow.
That's it? 7?
That's
Under
Yeah.
siege, dude.
That it cost
That's
me
seven
less
so-
to
Delana,
live
he's
than
dude.
just the flight to Grand Rapids.
Now I'm
So we get for
disappointed.
my feet. I don't know if my feet are pretty.
Delana,
Only
we
way
go
to
get
find out.
pedicures.
Only one way to find out. Come to
I also
Chicago.
have size
Come
9.
to Chicago. We'll pick you up, and we'll go figure it out.
It's just
Delana
it's a little
hates
too
me,
close.
dude.
It's close. I literally came to Iowa to
I-
hang out with y'all before.
I love you,
Also,
girl.
do it
Oh, I
again.
didn't
I want
know-
to show up to that.
So,
Okay, can we go to Cumming, Iowa next time so we can all
I
get
go there
t-shirts
all
that
the time,
say, I
dude.
love Cumming?
Dude, I know the owner of
I'm
that
so
bar.
there for that.
They
There's a,
have
Wait,
vodka
I know the
made
owner
there.
of that bar.
Do you know the Swell vodka?
When did you come
Yeah.
to, which meetup did you come to in Iowa? Was it the Iowa City one?
No, she came to and like a Des Moines one. We
Des Moines.
had.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Was it in April? March?
It was
Somewhere.
close to my birthday because I kind of made it like my
Yeah,
birthday.
that, you're
Yes,
right. Yeah.
yes.
So when's that?
I want to do
March.
Iowa City again because I was just enjoying.
But next
those.
year, my birthday is close to Mardi Gras. So it's
Oh.
hard.
My
Um,
birthday
You
is
should
always
come here.
Memorial Day weekend, which kicks ass.
My birthday is the week in New Orleans, so I'm super stoked.
So looking at it, Friday there is a 30%
Yep.
chance of snow here, but then Saturday and Sunday are all sunny.
As long as we don't have snow going home, because like if we have to get off the interstate to drive home, we're fucking DED dead.
No, like
Ugh.
you're
What?
gonna be fine.
Is that Ray? Are you just admitting you can't drive?
No, I'm saying it's very dangerous.
Driving anyway.
They-
I'm
They
professional.
literally will close the interstate
Professional.
if it is unsafe to drive.
I don't
It's not
believe-
I can drive on the
Yeah,
interstate.
no,
It
no.
is we
I tell
cannot
them.
physically drive.
I tell them they let me go.
No.
Yeah,
They-
because I'm not good.
Dom, they
Maybe.
literally
Maybe.
block the interstate, and then they
Oh.
refuse to pick you up if you get stuck.
Back roads, baby. Back roads.
It's not like
Back
hey, I
roads.
can't drive because I've driven in bad shit before. I probably shouldn't admit to that.
I've seen you drive in normal weather, and I don't know if I'd like
One
it.
time I drove from my place to Iowa City, and I was passing snowplows and police cars on the
Do you-
interstate.
Do you remember last
I was
time?
going at 40 miles an hour,
Remember-
passing
remember we
people. It was
rode to-
so,
Remember we rode it with that one of my friend. Remember Kegden?
bro,
No,
he
the
can
guy
never
was-
drive again.
No.
If he was driving, Dom, I would. If you drive like
You
him,
know
I
how
will
many
literally
people-
kill you.
I can name at least 10 different people who say that exact same sentence. I will never
Tom,
drive with
he
him
was
ever
going
again.
over a hill, looking at his phone, dude.
Oh, I know. He's terrible.
Dude, I literally had to turn off my head, and I was like, "Mom, I love you." I texted her, and then I like could not watch the road. It was so bad.
I'm
Dom, you
just
have
waiting-
to drive better than him.
Yeah,
dude.
Dom, you're really
I'm a
selling
good
this
driver.
thing to me about,
A good
driving.
driver,
Yeah.
not Kate. You want to
Dom,
drive
you
with
have
Kate.
to drive better than him, dude. Like the
Then-
bare minimum.
Then why don't you drive?
I will drive. I can drive. I've literally driven to fucking Toronto. No, I drove to Waterloo and then Toronto.
I'm just waiting for Dom to make a women's
Toronto,
driver's
I should
name.
say Waterloo,
Rain-
Canada.
Rain-
Waterloo,
I-
Canada.
I had a 10-minute case in Sioux City this morning.
You drove all the way to Sioux City and back?
Yeah.
How many times did you look at your phone?
The whole time.
Tom, you're not driving. I'm
No,
driving.
come on.
I'm driving. I'm driving to Michigan.
And
So
my
the question
question,
is,
I
who
don't
has the
think
shor-
just
who has the shortest
I'm
commute
teasing
here?
you. Hey,
I
I
do.
live
My-
next to each other.
my
Well,
commute
you're
is
right.
11 minutes.
Technically,
Takes
no,
me
my,
3 minutes to get
you
to
know,
work.
do you know how long my commute is? Yeah,
How
17
long?
feet. 17 feet.
Hell yeah, work from home.
Because you have to walk
Yeah.
to your car,
I have to
but
walk to
then
my
you
car.
have to drive everywhere, Dom, and you're looking at your phone. I'm
No,
holding
no,
your
no.
phone.
But
I
I'm
can
on
be
the
about
My
5
driveway,
feet.
I'm on the clock.
from my bed to right
I
here.
think Monday and Tuesday I'm working at
Okay,
Pella.
don't beats
That's
me
almost fucking
because I have to go out of my,
Are you really?
out of my room
Yeah.
to my computer.
I'm gonna be in the office if you want to grab lunch or something.
No, both Monday and Tuesday I'll be in Pella. Yeah,
Yeah, we can grab lunch or something.
yeah, for sure.
Bro, that doxed me, dude. I feel like I should dox
No,
me because,
sir.
like, I just want to talk about my life.
But you know, I dox myself.
I mean-
I've hosted.
I was in the Hallmark movie.
I've hosted 6 different meetups.
Honestly,
at
talking
my
about the
house.
festival
I'm good with
there
it. I'm
alone is
fine with it. I
there's-
love you
there's
guys,
only
and
a
I'll tell
couple
you what it
cities
is.
in the country that do
There's
that.
literally 3 cities in the country
And
that
what-
host
what-
a tulip festival.
Yeah, and one of them is literally like you guys are gonna drive past Holland.
Holland,
right
Michigan.
here.
I love
Yeah.
it. Slay, Dom. We should get there, dude.
We should stop there and take a
Actually,
picture. Yeah.
well, you stop there at the giant windmills.
It's not as big as Pella's.
Iceberg, where are you located?
Oh, but
You
we
gotta
lost
get riding with
Malkath.
us.
Malka's a hater, dude. No, I'm kidding. He's probably going
I
to
love
bed, still and
Malkath.
chill.
I miss
He's
him.
like, fuck, dude. It's like 11 a.m.
He's like me though. It's like fucking every
Scott,
year since I got
unfortunately, I will not be able to make Grand Rapids. I was peer pressured into going and drinking with the Cry Bros.
You're good, man.
The same weekend?
Nah, between
Oh,
Christmas
okay.
and New Year's.
Oh, I got you. So, okay.
Ah.
I was like, bro, how was the chances of that?
Nah,
Where-
we're
where-
all going up to DC and we're gonna drink a lot.
That'll be fun.
I need to do a DC trip at some point. I was gonna do one this year and it just ended up not working out. Which is why I've got like almost $400 in Southwest flight credits right now. Because yay, they don't expire anymore.
The nice thing with
everybody-
DC
Yeah, but
is kind of
starting
nice
next
because
year,
it's
that
easy to
you'll
get
start
to.
having to pick your seat.
I'm fucking annoyed about that. I hate
Always
I
it.
know, I
pick my
keep
seat.
bringing that up. We
I
talked
should
about it
like
last time.
better,
I
but
feel
I
bad
always pick
about
my
it.
seat.
Pick your seats?
Yeah, because I don't
I
like.
mean,
it that
Southwest, you get a
Oh,
ticket and it's
shut
only like
up.
boarding order, but now you'll actually have to. Like,
Oh, that was funny. Shut up,
But
Brandon.
yeah, Dom's just making a stupid.
I hate that, dude. I want to be able to board whenever and pick
You
my
like to
seat
pick.
because...
You like to pick your seat. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well,
Just
nobody.
like better.
If there's one person in a row, nobody picks it. So I just sit in the row where nobody's at in the front.
You know what? Wherever I pick,
The best seat is
people pick right next to me because I'm the coolest one on the fucking airplane.
It was
And
funny. My
everyone wants to sit
last
next to
trip
me.
that I was on Southwest, like, so there was one lady on the end, and she had like a cast on her foot. And she's like, "Oh, is it just you?" And I'm like, "Yeah." So like I go around and I sit by the window because like she broke her toe.
So she gets
Something
one
like
and a
that.
half seats.
So
you get
we're
half a seat.
there's like a bunch of these kids that are trying to be like, "Oh, is somebody sitting here?" Like, no, like let's give her space for her toe because also like breaking your toe hurts like crazy.
All you gotta do is be like, she paid for 2 seats, and as long as
like
she's
we were
not
both on
saying
the
it.
same page. We're like, she's like, it doesn't hurt that much, but yeah, thanks.
So it's
Like we just didn't want anybody to sit between us, and like, I mean, I've broken a toe before. It hurts, and there's just a little tiny toe. You're just like, this should not hurt as much as it does, but it radiates pain through your body. So I was like,
Can
man, I can feel that.
Can I share like my class solidarity of like airport homies of like when you are on an airplane or when you're in an airport, there are literally no social rules. I just want you all to know there are no social rules. It's the greatest thing ever. But like you can make best friends with someone and then fly home with them and then never talk to them again. But like your memory of them is so good. Like Delon, I bet Delon doesn't even know that woman's name, but like best memory she has, right? Like, I love shit like that in airports. The
Single
greatest
serve.
social experiment of life.
Single serving.
Right, if we're doing
restaurants.
class solidarity, does that mean that if we get screwed by the airliner, we're supposed to go find the CEO and put
Yes.
a millimeter in the back of his head?
You know
we
what's-
pick Valui, we pick player
See,
two.
here's
Yeah.
here's the
Please,
fun thing.
God.
Here's the fun. This is actually relevant. This
Lana,
is the
we're on an FBI list already. Okay.
This is the fun thing,
Man,
though,
yeah,
about
probably.
Iceland Air and, the fact that it falls into the EU's jurisdiction. My flight coming back from FanFest last year got canceled, so we had to fly back the next day. Just because of that alone, the EU required them to pay out 600 euros, which is the max payout you can get. The payout amount is based on mileage. And they had to pay the reimbursement for the
I'll
extra
be right
night at
back.
the hotel. And so, like, I paid $630 USD for my flight to FanFest last year, and I ended up getting 636 euros back from them. Or, well, sorry, it was 600 euros, 636 USD. So I literally got paid $6 to fly to FanFest last year. They will actually take care of you because
You
they're
say
government
that, and
forces.
Iceland Air screwed me. So like,
That was
I gave them
COVID,
another
right?
chance. That was during COVID, yeah. But like, I gave them another chance with this year. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna cry like a bitch if I die or whatever.
I will say I don't know when that rule went into place. I haven't gone and looked that up, so it's possible it's newer. But literally, just my flight being bumped to the next day, and the reason was they had too many employees call out sick that day, essentially.
Oh, so like flight attendants, yeah.
They just didn't have enough staff, so they're like, "Sorry, we have to cancel this," and then kicked it to the next day. But since they only do that route once a day, 4 days a week. It made me kind of wonder how badly that rippled through their system.
hmm Iceland Air is also, because they're in Iceland, for those who don't know, Iceland compensates pretty much them for everything. They're the only airline in Iceland, so they get tons of dollars in bailout. So that's why I
They're
get
always the only airline to Iceland, but they're kind of
they're the iconic.
It's-
Yeah, I know what you
Well,
mean.
I looked at flights. You could either do Delta through JFK or Iceland Air, and I took Iceland Air because it was really darn good for the price.
I was gonna say I would not do JFK.
Yeah.
I would probably never fly through JFK.
It's just
Don't
the
get the
JF,
hot...
my JFK flight is 2 hours earlier than Boston, but Boston is $200 more.
Well, here's the thing, right? When I looked at flights, I could go through JFK on Delta and Delta One. It was on a 767-300, which is their worst Delta One product, for $2,800. Or I could do Saga and Iceland Air for $1,000 round trip through Dulles. I'm like, that's a no-brainer. I'm going to go through Dulles, pay $1,000 for Saga.
I paid a little bit more just to make sure my flight was refundable from Iceland Air. Cause
Yeah, that is the.
I've been
smart
fucked by
thing.
them. Yeah.
Yeah,
I would if I could have.
That saved
I'm
me
like with
for-
you, Vlad. I
during the
would've been-
COVID year, because I got the refundable fare, and I was like, whew.
See, I didn't, and they completely shafted me. I'm like, hey, I'm not flying during COVID, and they're like, go fuck yourself, and I'm like, okay,
Because
I guess.
everyone else was trying to get the refund, and they're like, we don't
And then,
have that
and then,
much
sure
money.
enough, I don't go to Iceland, and then everybody coming home from Iceland has COVID, and I'm like, well, I'm really glad I put my health above everything else, but I guess I'll get fucked out of an $800 flight. So I was really upset by that.
Yeah, that's understandable. I'd be pissed too.
I still remember, because this was funny, Delana and I were on the same flight going back from the only morning flight to Boston from Reykjavik. And Iceland Air was doing passport and ticket checks. And so I'm just in the line with everybody else, and they're going through, and the Iceland Air guy is like, oh, you're the nice thing. He pulls me out of line to cut everybody else. And then Delana just gives me a funny look passing in the cabin.
He's like, oh, he's got this fancy, like, super business platinum plus, whatever. Because like, they were still tricking.
Extra for comfortable seats.
And that was the COVID test line. Because everyone going back to the U.S. had to get their COVID test looked at before he could get on the plane.
Uncle Felzar, I'll bet Drayden is flying out of Seattle.
He is. He's passing through Seattle.
I still got to look at my flights. God, these flights suck.
I'm looking at flights to New Orleans, and the Delta fares are fucking ridiculous.
Expensive or cheap?
Expensive, like legit. Delta wants more to fly to New Orleans than Icelandair wants to fly to fucking Reykjavik in the same class.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
kidding.
my ticket from here to Boston is more than from Boston to Reykjavik.
That's because no one
That is-
no one
it's
no
just
one
fucking
can find New
ridiculous.
Orleans cheap because you're gonna pay for it no matter what it is. You're gonna pay it. I
have
mean,
to
out of New
say-
Orleans or going to New Orleans, you're gonna.
For New Orleans, I think I would probably drive again. That drive, I actually enjoyed it. I was really happy I drove.
I'll drive again. Yeah, it was very nice.
I'm literally looking at the flights right now, like Boston to Keflavik, $200. New Orleans to Boston, I mean, there's some like cheap flights, but most of them are like $300.
Well, like Des Moines to New Orleans is like $500. That's the cheapest.
Yes.
Just remember, Skyhawk, if you drive through that weird place known as Tuscaloosa,
And
make sure to wave an orange flag.
Oh yeah, fuck Tuscaloosa.
I
but yeah,
stopped for
it's
gas
mostly because
and used
New
the bathroom
Orleans
there,
is
and it wasn't a weird place to me. I don't.
New Orleans
I
is
don't
not
really
a hub.
You get Tuscaloosa, I get Memphis.
New
I
Orleans
passed through
is not
Memphis
a
right
hub.
now.
Way to get your
We're
car
the
stolen
end
to
point.
Memphis.
Because where did you stay at overnight on your first leg driving down?
Memphis.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I was crazy, and I was that first day. I was like, you know what? I just want to see how far I can drive. And every time I would stop to use the bathroom, I would just get on and like look at what hotels coming up that were along the highway
Yeah.
I could get with my discount. And I kept driving. I ended up in Canton, Mississippi, which is like half an hour north of Jackson. And I made it from Grand Rapids to there on day one. I only was
It's 10 hours.
about 13. I was 3 hours away from New Orleans because I remember Delana was super surprised. Like Delana literally answered her door in her PJs.
I got there in 10 hours, right where I thought it would be. Right exactly where I thought it'd be.
I'm just
Well,
going to make
14
sure to
hours.
bring
I
my
did 10
Tennessee
I did-
shirt to
I did
New
the
Orleans.
First time, the first leg, and I did 4. So I knew exactly what time I'd be there because I did 10 the first, and I had 4 left to go. Easy control 4 hours. Right?
For me, that is now the longest road trip I've ever done. Like overall, not even just solo, just the longest trip I've done driving. And I wasn't.
I drove to Vegas a couple of years ago.
I remember hearing about that. But I didn't know like what is my real limit. Like how far can I go in a day before I'm just done? And it was about an hour after sunset at one night, and like hitting the 13-hour mark, or about the 12-hour mark. That's when I was like, okay, I'm getting tired, and I notice it. Like the
14
sun going
hours.
down hurt.
14 hours. I'm done. At 12, I'm starting to feel it, but at 14, I stop because anything past that is dangerous.
I
Just
think
dangerous.
that's probably like my hard limit too, because like at 13,
12 is where anything under 12 is easy. 8 hours, easy.
Yeah.
All right, 12 hours is pretty easy. You start getting over 12, it starts getting more difficult.
This is how we know, by the way, that we're from the Midwest.
I think for me,
8 hours is
I
easy.
could go better. If I know there's like no
Europeans watching
cops,
think we're
I
the
could
same.
cover a lot more distance
What are you talking about?
for a given time.
Now, like I said, today
I
for work
believe in
today,
ACAB
I
too,
drove
comrade.
7.5 hours.
Well,
right,
and
today
like,
for work.
my car has actually been getting better miles to the gallon since I did that trip. That trip made my car run better. But I averaged about just shy of 39 miles to the gallon for that road trip.
We got a doctor shop. The Wee.
And thank you again to
Wee.
Delana for the free parking.
Yeah, that.
But yes,
actually,
I
those
make
Lana,
sure to
that
wear
made
my
a huge-
Tennessee shirt to New Orleans.
Skylock and I both know that made a huge difference.
Yes.
I probably wouldn't have been able to come if I couldn't have done that.
And it's still
'Cause it's
there
cheap-
in case
it's-
anybody needs it.
People
Because
need
like
to drive down until you add parking into it, right? Being able to park at your house made all the difference in the world. Because it's not that expensive. 14 hours of driving sucks, but it's not that expensive.
Mhm.
Yeah.
When you get to New Orleans, it's $50 a day to park, minimum. Right? That's the
Yeah,
low
I
end.
think there's a parking garage next to the Hilton. I think it's like 40 a night.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Jesus,
Was it?
that's fucking
I
expensive.
thought it was 50.
I think it's something like that. I usually keep my car there just in case, like, I need to drive somebody. Like, so I'll have my car there, but that's basically.
But you
like,
saw what my
else...
van looks like, right? That's not easy to park places. It
yeah,
really helped out.
And this is kind of like, it's parking garages. You only have so much space.
Yeah, so self-parking at that Hilton is $44 a night, which was why even as an employee, I can't get around that either. Which actually, for when you guys are here in Grand Rapids, I can't get you free parking at the hotel. But what I can do is badge you guys into my work's parking.
No, I'll put my foot down.
Which is connected. It's connected to the hotel through the Skywalk.
All right, cool.
Scott, how
park wherever you want me
question?
To. Matter.
Huh?
If we're self-parking, do we get to see Cartman, Stan, Kenny, and Kyle?
Oh, no, they live on the North Park now.
But what I was thinking.
Lord, I apologize. Because like Pygmies in Newgate. Amen.
I'll have you guys. I'll be waiting for you guys at the hotel, and I'll just have you pull into the motor lobby, unload shit, and then go down to the lot. It's like 2 blocks from the hotel.
I was all white.
I got a 4-channel mixing board, that little portable one, with 3 mic stands. We plug into your laptop and just do the one video and with 3 headsets and the mics.
What's the port?
USB.
A or C?
USB. A.
Okay. Have to grab an adapter.
Well, then I have my laptop with me. We can use that too.
Okay.
We can figure it out.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's all set up, ready to go.
Yeah.
I mean, I got so happy I bought this. I found it. There's a local computer shop that sells used parts. I always go through. It's like a big bin of used parts. And in that fucking thing, they had a 4-channel mixing board. Well, fuck it. No power supply. Well, it's a European version, so I had to buy a special power supply that can, to hook up to it.
Is it on /B or is it on /Paul?
What?
You said it's 4-channel.
Stop.
Neither. Both are racist as fuck.
I'm not that racist.
Not that.
If you need a special power supply, I got it. Everything works, and we're going to sound like fucking superstars next weekend. That's all I was trying to say.
It's gonna be fun doing like the show with 3 of us being all next.
Green like that, Rain.
You said I'm not that racist.
Yeah.
I said I'm not that. Am I that racist?
The phrase is I'm not racist.
What did I say?
You said I'm not that
racist.
Who said that?
You said that.
I'm not that racist.
I'm not racist.
Gee, I go a 1/4chan pun and everybody dives into racism.
When you report posts on 4chan, it literally says racism outside of B.
Leon wants to see my fucking picture of me put my foot down. Next weekend, I'll put my foot down right next to Rain. Bam.
No, dude, don't. Liara just wants the feet pics to sell.
Do it.
I'll give them to you. Liara.
I love Liara, dude.
She's one of the greatest people ever. I love her.
I love her, dude.
I'm so glad that she got to come to Vegas one of the years I got to be there.
Yeah, we were all there.
Dude, that's awesome. Sad that we couldn't get Jockey Club anymore because that place was the bomb.
Yeah,
it was so good, and then they went to hell in a handbasket.
Well, yeah, and Puka no longer has a deal with them anymore. He left them because they started charging outrageous prices and stuff. They went crazy. I think they had a lot of pressure
at one point when I was there, 2 months ago, and I was like, "Oh yeah, there's Jockey Club."
Well, I think it's still a thing, but they make it more and more expensive because the cosmopolitan tries to force them out.
I'm curious to do what Grey Door does next year for club.
What did Grey Door did the Aria? Is that where they did theirs?
Planet Hollywood.
We did Planet Hollywood. Okay.
Well, what happened is we were supposed to get a block at Sahara, but Boosa got a block for all the Boosa people at PH and kind of fucked everything over. So, but I think next year the plan is to do Jimmy Kimmel's Comedy Club.
Because
that would be fun.
Grey Door owns that. We actually went there this year.
Where is that located?
Link Promenade.
That is on the Link Promenade.
Oh, the link is
It
good.
is
The
a
link hotel
it's
is
a
good.
really nice area.
So he said like we might look into like either like the Link or the Flamingo, like in that area.
Both are good. Like the.
I mean, I'm still.
Aren't there four?
I'm sorry,
hotels
the
in
link is
that group?
trash, and I will never stay
You
there again.
think? You have to get like a really good room, and then the pool area is like really good, Vlad.
That is true because I remember
if
we
it's not,
got,
the heart, if it's
for
not
2019
downtown,
we got the link
either
pool
Hard Bar
because
or downtown.
Flamingo was super
We should do
expensive.
Fuck
Circa
off.
again.
Hard Bar,
We should totally
downtown.
do Circa.
We did 34 at the
Circa,
link.
and none of us stayed there because it was the most expensive place on.
34,
It was
34
not
was
the
very
first year
nice.
that it
Hard
opened.
Bar's better, a much better bar than the 34, 34.
Well,
True, but the 34 is not that bad.
and y'all know that I'm gonna have to do
Yeah.
another 10-day Vegas trip next year because I'm doing When
Oh,
We
we
Were
feel
Young
shut
again.
up.
I know it's
You're
horrible.
doing the
I am
VIP.
doing When We Were Young again,
I was
VIP,
crying
and it's
for
the
you.
weekend after again.
I literally.
Are there any
I don't
good
know how you
bands
guys
playing?
do that.
It was. I spent most of the time in between those weekends just working in the hotel room.
Hey,
It's
listen,
kinda-
I will
kinda
say
fun.
this: I will go to Where We Were Young if they have one '90s band playing.
Vlad,
They
it
don't
is
really
90s.
do.
It's
They
90s,
don't really
early
do your
2000s.
kind of music, Vlad.
But it's not
I
metal.
mean, it's a
not
'90s
metal.
band.
No,
so-
Vlad, the
It's
time of-
182, like, they
It's
have
all like-
90s
the time,
bands. It's
the
called
time of
metal
metal,
bands.
wasn't there a metal thing going on down there? I guess
I don't think so. There's
Oh,
the metal bar. There's the dungeon.
no, there's some kind of festival.
So
No,
next,
that's New Orleans. I thought the dungeon was New
That's what I
Orleans.
just said.
next
Yeah,
time,
but-
It's a bar. Was the dungeon?
next time I'm down in NOLA, I really want to do like one of the cemetery tours. Like do
Yes.
one of the ghost tours.
We did a
This
goth
is-
tour. That was really
oh.
fun. But yeah, cemetery tour.
Ray, you
Oh,
should have come
emo
see
bands.
Here Come the Mummies. You should have come. You would have loved them.
I don't
I will
like.
go to
I'm
Where We
not
Were
generally a
Young.
fan of live music.
That's
I hate
the most ridiculous
so-
thing I've ever heard. you say.
FanFest is
People
going
are
to
loud
It's
and
going to the
people are
Penis
shitty.
Museum.
I'm
Has
loud and
anyone
shitty.
else gone?
I have been
Or-
to it.
It's like a couple hours long.
You're loud and
You're-
shitty.
The Penis Museum is really not that.
In Reykjavik?
There was
It's in
something.
the middle of Reykjavik, so it's easy to get
It's
to.
an
They
hour.
also
I
have.
walked
I
past
went through it. I went through it.
Guys, shut up.
Delana's been there. Shut up and
I
listen
have
to her.
too.
But it's a nice place. It doesn't take that long to get
It's a-
through, maybe an hour or two. But they also have at the front. There's a bar, and they have food that
Good
is like,
t-shirts.
penis shaped. Like they have penis shaped waffles.
Shut the
I
fuck
would
up.
No,
eat
they-
that.
Amazing place.
I love Dick, Delana. Let's go.
It is
Oh.
actually an
Clip it,
interesting
clip it,
place.
clip it,
besides
clip it,
Delana.
clip it.
Dicks.
All fun aside,
actually
it was
interesting,
really interesting. It was really interesting. Yes.
Alex,
the
fuck
It was
you.
a fucking cool museum.
The
I have a
gift
t-shirt
shop
from there. I
is
loved it.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Well,
I
there
just
was
want a big
something.
dude like penis museum. Let's
When
go.
I was there, no, they had something. They had like a D&D version shirt.
Shut up,
Oh, I
Delana.
swear to God, it's a Peace Museum.
This is
This guy
amazing.
got a D&D hat.
I dig it.
It was crazy. It was like a
And Dick
wizard.
and Nick hat.
A
There was
D&D
something I
deck hat.
saw
Yeah.
on Jimmy Kimmel like a couple of nights
No,
ago.
there you go.
That the guy that has like the world's largest penis has a mold made, and it's at the Iceland Penis Museum right
I
now.
thought they only had one human penis.
History of dildos.
They have like a whole group
Oh,
of
they have
like,
all kinds of fun stuff. It's an amazing place. It's an
of like
amazing place.
dudes that they molded the penis. But yeah,
Tiny
this
little-
is
tiny little
this
rat
is like
dick.
a little
Big whale
magnet I
dick.
got from their gift
They've
shop.
got a magical unicorn dick. It's amazing.
By the way,
Fucking uniform. It's
I
awesome. It's awesome.
I
I love
just-
that place.
want to say I do
Unicorn
love
dicks.
I know we're calling it the Penis Museum. I just want to say
what
for
it's
the
called.
audience, it is the Icelandic Phallological Museum.
That's it. Yep.
You can't
That's not
use
what my
big
T-shirt
words.
says. That's not what my
Stop.
T-shirt
I don't
says.
get it.
Well, I like
My T-shirt
big
says
sounds,
about
I'm sorry.
penis.
Wait, they have
museum.
T-shirts. I went to the Dick
Oh
Museum
yeah,
T-shirts.
yeah.
Yep.
I got one.
And the website
I
is
don't need a T-shirt, but I want a
phallus.is.
T-shirt.
There you go. Phallus.is.
That is
I
an
don't think they
awesome
really
URL.
missed out on pen.is, but you know.
Oh my God! Now I need to go register that. Hold on.
I wonder if it actually exists. Or, I mean, it probably does, which is probably why they didn't get it.
I'm down to do the
Didn't
Penis
we have-
Museum.
Everybody types in.
Oh,
penis.
yeah,
Penis
Sweet penis waffles or sweet penis waffles?
Oh no!
I
Yep,
like
there is.
sweet penis waffles.
Do not go. Oh, shouldn't say that on Twitch.
Competition, craft beer,
Oh.
and penis waffles.
It actually.
So it is a store, but this is also Icelandic, so that's valid. Because IS is the country
Beer
code
from
for Iceland.
Reykjavik Brewing Company and coffee beans from an independent small
So this
growers
is a sex
and
shop.
selected artists roasted corn micro roaster sweet penises. With
Well,
waffles.
I am-
Penis waffles.
Okay, yeah, I want to go there.
I do too.
decided I
Why
really
can't
want-
we go there next weekend? This
I am
place is
glad
awesome.
I mean, I'm
They-
down to
Look
go
at
for the
those-
weekend if someone buys my
Look,
flight.
look at that.
Penis waffles.
Look at that presentation. That's so funny. Come on, that's awesome.
Hey, Morpheus. How are you?
I wouldn't want a savory one though. It's got to be a sweet penis.
All I can think of now is like.
Dom, I know how to say this, but penises are savory, not sweet.
But I want a sweet one.
All I can think of is like a chicken breast shaped like a penis with a waffle with maple syrup.
Oh, it's got to be just no. It has to be just a penis waffle with the chicken thing. It can't be chicken. Chicken can't be. The chicken can't be a penis chicken. What did you say?
What is-
Wait, what?
I'm
I was
so
like, what?
No, either. I've done drugs tonight, and I apologize because I've.
Dom,
This
are there
is
going to be drugs
Dom's
next
fault.
weekend? Winky face.
No, of course not. We would never
We-
transport
okay.
anything illegal in the car.
We are super straight core.
Straight core.
Straight
Straight
core.
as Amish. We'll be less
We'll
straight.
be
than we are.
Amish,
We'll
bro.
be less. We'll be more straight.
I'll
than
wear a
Amish.
dress. You wear a fupa.
hat. A Koopa hat.
A fuba?
What's a
I don't know
Koopa?
what it's called.
Are you going to walk through the valley where you harvest your grain?
You wear a
Dom's
Koopa.
gonna build
You
some
wear
things
a
out of wood,
Koopa.
if you know what I
You
mean.
wear a Koopa, and I'll build the pud house.
I still. Isn't a Koopa like one of those turtle things from
Oh, no.
Mario games?
What's a
That's
Koopa?
what I was thinking too.
Shh, Dylan.
So
Super
Dom,
straightforward.
are you also going to look at your wife and realize that she's very plain?
We're gonna do a bar mitzvah.
But we don't know what
She's
Straightforward.
just perfect for an Amish like
The
you.
percolating of the butter.
Dara, how do you know? Just because Ray and I look like brother and sister doesn't mean we are.
Relative.
Brother Dominark.
We,
Did I
need
tell you?
Maury to do a DNA test.
Me and my nieces were doing gingerbread houses, and my dad's like, "Hey, I put in my retirement," and I'm like, "Hell yeah, brother!" And they looked at me and they're like, "Brother?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude, it's a saying. Grandpa's not really my brother, but you know."
They're like,
You guys, you guys are cool dudes, though.
Rednecks rubbing off on you.
Exactly, dude. I
Don't
felt
let the
so weird.
don't let the rednecks rub on you.
See, just remember,
Not-
when
not all of
the
them,
much
just those.
happens, everybody wants to be friends with the rednecks.
Hell yeah, brother.
No, you have to be related. You don't have to be related to me for me to care. I love you anyway.
I love you too.
Mentioning
No.
gingerbread houses made me think of it, but I'm glad you guys are going to be here still. Like,
I'm not
going
gonna touch a gingerbread house.
You're right on the lead up to Christmas. We still have
I ain't no.
everything in the
I ain't no.
lobby.
Ain't
You guys
no
have the
gin-
Christmas
I'm not eating a
markets?
gingerbread house.
all of so we set up our whole lobby is like redone for Christmas basically, and like there's a so the original part of the hotel was built in
We're the last
1913.
room of the
Do
year.
you guys have
right?
a pool?
And-
Can I like go swimming?
Yeah.
Like a slide?
No, we're the
There's a
last room
whole-
of the year.
There's a whole spa and fitness center.
Will it be
A spa,
closed
like
or
a
open?
massage spa or like a workout spa?
Massage.
Will it be open though? I thought we were. Yeah.
Shut the fuck.
I think they'll still be open that
Shut
Friday
the
and
fuck
Saturday.
up.
Yeah.
He just said
Here,
we're
No,
the
we're
last
getting
ones
there early.
there.
I'm getting a massage.
Rain,
Well,
I'm gonna
I'll watch.
I'm gonna send you a link.
You can't
Oh.
watch. That's weird.
Well, I don't want a massage. I don't want one. I don't want one.
Shut the fuck up. Why would you not want a massage?
Massages are great.
Yeah.
What if they
You're
fuck
telling
shit
me
up?
you
What
don't
if they fuck
want
shit up?
somebody to like work out the kinks in your muscles?
Well, they
and
fuck shit up. I don't
No,
want
they
to
don't.
about
Fuck shit up. They
No,
don't.
they don't.
That would be a
They make you
chiropractor.
feel good.
What about a
Oh,
new
my
room
bones are
massage?
weird. My bones
They're
are weird.
professional.
Leave, leave my
Why do you
bones
have
alone.
weird bones?
I don't know. I just
back
do.
when-
Leave mine alone.
Back when I worked in housekeeping,
It's your muscles,
though,
not your
they-
bones.
They would send some of
Alright.
their massage people down during housekeeping appreciation week, and we would get like free massages.
I'm mad at Dom, dude. I can't believe he said massage.
Why did I say it's wrong? Dirty. Don't be dirty.
You're dirty.
I am dirty.
Yeah, do Swedish massage, hot stone massage.
Oh my god, just shut the
It's like a full like professional spa.
Liara. How come? How much did I pay for that? That was ridiculous.
She was out there too. She's lying. She hate her.
She's a hater. That should be a fucking common denominator here, Rain.
I will say this: I do like shoulder massages.
Yep.
I like feet massages.
And that's why. And by shoulder massage, I mean lots of recoil into my shoulder.
But the point I was getting at though was the whole lobby's redone for Christmas, trees up, and there's still like some gingerbread houses that were built that like they're taller than me. Like, I was watching them put one of them together, and like there's literally
eating that
you
shit.
can like go inside. No, don't.
You have to eat that shit.
I would not, because it's been sitting out in the open air in the lobby for a couple weeks, but I love walking past them because it makes the whole area right around them smell like gingerbread. Drayden!
Too
late now.
Yay!
How was your work Christmas party?
Too late now.
It's fine.
Did you drink a lot?
No, I had a beer because I had to drive home. So
you drank less than I did. Oh, sorry, that's a picture. I've been drinking a lot, right, Drayden? I've been drinking my share, your share, plus 2 extra shares.
Well done.
Oh, that's
my share. I'm getting to like Dirk levels of drunk.
My eyeballs hurt.
Why do your
Okay,
eyeballs?
Dirk levels. Definitely buzzed.
Drain, you had a work holiday thing? That's super cozy, dude.
It was it was just like a little company Christmas dinner thing.
They want to do ours at Top Golf. I don't want to golf. Fuck off.
Bro, you don't have to golf. Just show up and drink.
Golfing. It's just swinging.
No, I'll be your
a club
+1, dude.
That's what
I'll like.
It was last
I
night
will go to Top Golf with you any day, man.
That's what we're doing for my
Ray, do you remember
officer's
Corky?
party, too. We're going
Yes,
to a
I
golf
love
center.
Corky.
Can we do the party? Can we do the top? Something else? I don't want to golf. My shoulder hurts.
Were you
don't
at
have to
Vegas
golf.
2018, Rain?
Yes.
I
That was
there
when Corcus
too.
proposed to me.
We were at Top Golf, and CCP Guard outdrove Corky, and he got so tilted trying to
Corky is-
out.
Corky's crazy?
Corky's aggressively American, but like not in like the good American. He's not good at golf.
I know, but it was funny
personal
watching him
relationships?
constantly trying more and more and more to put into the swing to make up for the fact that CCP Guard outdrove him.
Guard's a good lad,
Guard's a
dude.
good dude.
I miss Guard.
I'm pretty sure.
I
I'm
love Guard.
he does
He
it.
didn't really see Guard at
Slanted
Fanfest.
guy.
Yeah, he's definitely still shows up to.
When I went to FanFest,
Really?
FanFest 10 years ago, 2014, I went to FanFest. Guard was my CCP for the pub crawl. He.
Delon, are we doing the same dev for the pub crawl?
Whoever picks, somebody else always gets mad that I didn't pick their group. Because it's
I
like
don't-
you
I
gotta-
always pick
You always
Burger.
pick. You always pick Burger, so maybe we just do Burger. But I kind of want to do Peter.
Burger is my best friend. But then there's Elise. Yeah, I know. So it's hard.
Swift, yeah.
Well, here's the thing though. 2023, CCP Swift and CCP Burger were all in the same group.
Oh yeah, that was good.
I'll tell Swift to do that.
Is
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you,
So it'll
Ray,
make my decision easier if they can just be on the same team. Jeez.
what made it funnier was DJ had
Yeah,
messaged
pub
me
crawls.
and
Well,
mentioned
yeah.
Jameson shots. So I was buying Swift and Burger Jameson shots as we were going along. And by the
That's
time
a
we got to the
bad
last
mistake.
bar,
That's a
What
bad
were you saying?
mistake, bro.
Swift more so than Burger, but he was really drunk from all the Jameson shots.
I didn't even know what he was saying last time. He got so drunk, he was trying to tell me stuff, and it's like, you always do the thing, it's like, oh, you try to get the devs drunk so they'll tell you secrets. I'm like,
Why?
he could be telling me secrets right now. I don't even know what he's saying.
What's good? Yeah, it's
That's
DJ
the
told me
secret of
that
a
Swift
fan
to
fest.
get at least drunk for lulls. And I did. I kept buying him Jameson shots.
And Bjorn doesn't
Wow.
drink, so you can't.
Jordan, are you eating string cheese?
I
Bjorn doesn't drink?
Oh,
What?
you said I thought
Do you ever get? You ever
He
get?
came to
Do you ever get it from
Nova
Ulrich?
this year, but he doesn't drink, so.
I get the pickled it from Ulrich's.
But
It's
I also
cheese
love
roll
Bjorn.
from Ulrich's. It's not
So-
string cheese there.
But I
It's
guess
cheese
I don't
roll.
know.
I don't get
he
cheese
doesn't
there, no.
do the pub crawl
Good,
groups. I
yeah,
don't
try
think
it. I'm telling you, it's amazing.
So.
Well, I've got a story for you.
Wait, guys, Drayden's been trying to say something for like a minute.
Oh no, I was just asking if the public.
Wait, what you drinking tonight?
How about Sawdeath wanted to share something?
I actually didn't get anything because I
You're gonna get a drink. Come
didn't
on.
think I was gonna be.
Okay,
Dude,
Drayden, show your drink, and then Sawdeath has a story.
This is what I got. I don't think I'm gonna drink just Blue Curse.
Blue Curse
It doesn't even have alcohol.
It does.
but
It's like 40 proof.
You can lick your lips.
48 proof.
Lick your lips.
Shut the fuck up. Okay, Sawdeath, what were you saying?
What was he saying?
Well, this was about the Topgolf thing back in Vegas in 2018. So apparently, what happened was, I was taking a bus from my home city of going up to Phoenix. So I can catch the bus going up to Las Vegas. What happened was the bus that came from San Antonio. I was supposed to get on that bus, but the bus was full. So I had to wait an hour and a half for the next bus to come from Dallas all the way over to my city. When I got onto that, as soon as I got up to Phoenix, though, I already missed my bus to Vegas just to make it to Topgolf. So what happened after that was I had a 10-hour fucking layover in Phoenix and had to wait for the next bus.
The bus station?
Yeah.
I ran a car almost.
Sad thing is, I don't have a license to drive at the moment. I had a weird story with that, but that's for another time.
It makes a difference.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
So, after that 10-hour layover in Phoenix, finally a bus shows up. Got on that bus, went up toward Flag, then toward Kingman, through Bullhead City, and I didn't even arrive until Las Vegas until about almost 5:30 in the morning the next day. Yeah.
What year was this?
2018.
Damn.
So you got there on Thursday morning or Friday morning?
I got there on Saturday morning.
That's a Saturday morning, okay.
See, and yet stories like that are why
We meet?
land-based
I don't remember if we
transportation,
did that.
other than driving myself, I once tried to take Amtrak when I was living in La Crosse and ended up dealing with this 10-hour delay because Amtrak. It's I don't know, land-based.
Quitters are quitters.
It's also just slower.
Yeah.
I feel like Amtrak's not
Dirtier
that
too.
cheap
Yeah.
anyway, so it's like you're
dirty.
gonna spend about the same amount of time or money
Yeah.
to get somewhere in 15 hours instead of 2 on a plane. So
I'd rather drive it.
And
the only time I'd get a train is I feel like it'd be neat to ride a train.
Maybe once. Yeah.
So, and the only
I
reason
prefer driving over flying even.
The only reason I was taking a train in the first place was because I was on my way to go pick up a new vehicle. So
That's fair.
So it was one-way travel. So I was like, well, why not?
I've never taken a train. Next Friday, Rain, can you go woo woo? I'll pretend I'm on a train.
I guess.
Thank you.
I'm gonna do that to the semis though, not to you.
No,
I will
I'll
say
give you a
also
woot. I'll give you a woot woot. If
There,
you pump your arm, I'll give you woo woo woo
There-
woo 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 woo.
Oh my god.
there is an Amtrak route from Grand Rapids to Chicago. It leaves at
There is or is not?
There is. There's one.
There's Chicago to Osceola here.
Yeah.
Right.
And
It's somewhat.
it leaves though at
Osceola also.
Osceola? Okay.
It leaves at 5:10 in the morning, and then it's a 3-hour train ride. So you get there.
For us is what is it? The train to Chicago is 4 hours, but for me it's an hour to the fucking terminal. So I almost rather just drive to Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas
That's
here,
fair. I may save myself a half hour. That's it.
what I did last summer when I went to Chicago for my birthday, I literally parked my car at my work parking lot, walked with my luggage the 2 blocks over to where the train station is, and because it's right.
Yeah, but that's
downtown
coming from
here.
Grand Rapids, right?
Yeah. So that's what I'm getting at. It's super convenient because I literally walk the 2 blocks from the lot, get on the train. And
That's
then I
not even
get
that
on-
expensive, is
yeah.
it? Or like $30?
Round trip is $70.
70. Okay, yeah, $30. That's
Yeah.
a figure. Yeah,
Yeah.
$30 one way. Yeah,
Thanks
yeah.
for the subs.
It makes getting to
Thanks, Sturm.
and I would rather do that, even though it's super
Kitty.
early in the morning.
Kitty,
than
kitty,
take
kitty, kitty.
Than
What was
drive
that?
to Chicago.
Aw,
'Cause
cute
fuck
kitty.
driving in
Oh,
Chicago
yeah,
and
like
parking there
this.
is
Fuck.
expensive.
Poor girl.
Fuck driving to Chicago. Drayden.
I literally won't drive to Chicago unless
Hi,
it's
baby.
to
I
O'Hare.
love you, man.
Anywhere else is hell.
You're okay.
I hate it.
Did I talk to you
It's a
last weekend? I don't
shithole.
remember talking to you last weekend.
She does not like
was
being
You were here
held.
last weekend.
I was here.
I feel
She's
like
like,
Alana
"Up and
Tina
down."
makes it, girl.
I left early. But I don't remember talking to you.
Hey, thank you, sir, for the subscription.
Did I show up for a little bit? I thought I was here for a little bit last weekend.
Probably.
Yeah, give me a second here.
Oh, yeah, me.
Nick Spick, 1983. Teza Padyatka.
And
meaning you're okay, yeah?
Hey, by the way, Twitch chat, click on this link and vote for Thelzar. I'll type his name in.
What's he going for?
He's trying to win a trip to FanFest.
I want to win a trip to FanFest.
Well, you should have submitted your stuff, dude. The deadline's already passed.
So we're going for Thelzar?
Yeah, Thelzar. He's a homie.
Thelzar. Is it Uncle Thelzar or just Thelzar?
Uncle so the name is just Thelzar. But it is truly
Thelzar, right?
Thelzar Thelzar, that is him, correct? That's Uncle Thelzar, correct?
Yes,
that's
he's
Uncle
a good lad.
Yeah, sorry, this is
like him.
Me. Yeah, I just found out.
Ticket last week.
That actually reminds me.
He won the ticket, but he needs the hotel and flight, so... And so for context, he's disabled, so it's pretty difficult for him to actually make money. Thank you, America, I love you.
No, I love Uncle Thelzar. He comes on here quite a bit. He's a good dude.
He's a good lad.
He's a great dude, yeah. I like him.
So read his story, vote for him. He's a good lad.
Did you link his story? Oh, you did.
I mean, I just linked the thing to vote, because I'm demanding you vote for him. I don't want you to vote for anybody else.
How do we find his story?
I'm a strong independent man. I make my own decisions.
Don't love her until she helps us out. Don't love her until she helps us.
Okay, you guys want his story?
Yeah.
So if you go to here, go to this link, and then you can look for his story.
You haven't.
And this is. Thank you, Google, for hitting enter. I appreciate it. So that's Amy Omiya.
Thank you.
And she's like her stream. She does a lot of work for EVE Online. She's a good lass. So, and then she's actually raising funds to send somebody to FanFest. So, I figured I'd promote Thelzar. He's a good lad.
That actually is really cool, though, trying to work to send someone to FanFest that
this account here is these three people. Is that what it's saying?
What?
A blessed bean.
It's all one person, right?
Yes, Thelzar.
I'm trying to get into blessed beans.
I love Thelzar. He's come on the show a lot and talked a lot with us, so he's a good.
What are the requirements for blessed beans?
They have requirements?
Yeah. You have to be blessed.
What?
Blessed.
Man, since when did Horde have...
What about if we like cursed beans that we preferred fertile energies?
Normal Horde Corp, the big...
FC, please.
Like join the public.
The Thanks FC Corp, I guess. Yeah. Anything else beyond that has requirements, because they know that anybody and their mother could put a spy in that main Horde Corp, so anything else has requirements.
My mother will only supply
supplies, motherfucker.
She'll only spy for certain people.
Alright.
So here's the question: if you take a bean and you expose it to the grandma song, is it a blessed bean or a cursed bean?
Who?
Praise Akaroth, by the way.
I'm not.
Praise Akaroth.
Hey, Akaroth, man.
Sorry, buddy.
R.I.P.
What was I trying to link to people?
Bro, could you imagine being Akaroth stuck in heaven, dude, and you're watching us just like shitpost about him?
I mean, I would like to.
Iceberg, thanks for
that's
joining us.
What he would hope for.
He's like, hell yeah, brother. Drinking.
I mean, if I pick the bucket, y'all could know all the horror stories about me. It's not like I'm going to be able to give a fuck.
Do you think Akaroth would vouch for Jesus to get all of us into heaven?
He fucking better.
Uncle!
Count
Thelzar, bro!
I'm counting you motherfuckers to vouch for me.
Right, I'm going to have to tell you my joke about an engineer, so I'll just DM it to you.
Please.
Unless everybody wants to hear my engineer lawyer joke.
No. Is this a bad joke or a good joke? Because if it's a bad joke,
it's a good joke.
It's a flat joke.
Okay.
It's a bad joke.
It's a flat joke, so
it's bad.
From that.
Oh, no, this is actually a good joke.
Go ahead. We'll be the judge of that.
Hey, okay, and then an engineer dies, and he goes to heaven. St. Peter looks at the book and goes, sorry, you're not on the list, you gotta go to hell. So the engineer goes to hell, realizes, hey, this place sucks, but I'm an engineer, I know how to build things. So he gets an air conditioning unit in, a couple pools, brewery. Now hell's become rock and party town. God comes down to hell, sees the parties, goes to Satan, goes, you're not allowed to have this shit. What happened? Satan goes, well, you got an engineer. God goes, you're not allowed to have an engineer. Send him back. Satan's like, fuck you. God goes, I'll sue you to get him back. Satan goes, where are you going to find a lawyer?
That's fair. That's okay. That's a good.
Fair
question.
enough.
I didn't get it at first. I'm not gonna lie. It took me a little bit. It took me a little bit. It's
Dom,
very funny.
Hold up. Are you picking me up from my place and then we go to like a gas station and get snacks? Or should I get snacks before you pick me up?
We'll get snacks after we pick. We got to figure out who's gonna drive.
Agreed.
If you want to drive, I'll drive.
I can't drive. My car won't make it.
No,
but...
I'll drive. But it's not gonna be comfortable.
Well, unfortunately, I don't.
You know what? Maybe I'll rent a car.
Sorry.
Do you want to rent a car or?
Yeah, let's rent a car. I'll just rent a car. My van sucks. It's not comfortable.
My car probably won't make it. I could use my mom's Jeep. She has a nice Jeep.
I don't mind driving, but I think we'll just rent a car because my vehicle is just not comfortable. It's not designed to have a passenger, right? It's a cargo vehicle. It's not comfortable.
I'm not.
Well,
I'm not a cliche passenger. I can tolerate shitty cars.
I've been in a car with you. You cannot.
You've been in a car with me once with a terrible driver.
Yeah, and it was traumatic. Not because of you, maybe.
Were you the terrible driver?
I was not. I was not. Ray and I were in the back seat thinking, "Oh my God, this guy's gonna get us killed. This guy's gonna kill us."
I knew. So like, I'm like a judgmental driver, and like I was making judgments in my head, but I was in the back seat, so I was like, whatever. And then when Dom verbalized them, I was like, "Fuck, we are."
I called him out. I was like, "Jesus Christ, slow the fuck down."
We're going over a hill, and he's like looking at his phone away from the thing. We're on a 1-lane road, so there's no like buffer.
No, he's going 70, not watching the road.
Oh my God!
I called him. I was like, "What the fuck?" It's like, "Slow down. Put your hands in the fucking." Did I not? I called him out. I was pissed.
I thought you did, but like I think I like broke my mind, and I was just like in La La Land of like, okay, if we die, we die. Like I got my seatbelt on, nothing I can do. Yes.
So you can get a backseat drive in my car because the backseat on my car fits either midgets or Delata size
driving
people.
is like a mental state.
No,
right?
I'd rather just drive.
No, literally, you could not fit in the backseat of my car. It is tiny. It fits like 2 people that are like Delata size or midgets.
We are.
I am Delana size.
You're not Delana size.
I am Delana size.
You're
We're the same
I couldn't touch the fucking floor.
We are.
I couldn't touch the floor. I guarantee I could not touch the pedals. With where you
two children or midgets in the back seat.
So Dom, if you want to drive, I'm okay with you driving if you let me like Karen you like a little bit and hand you snacks.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
I said we're in a car. We both can drive.
I'm not going to let you text.
But
I'm also a good navigator.
I'm usually streaming.
No, you are not.
With one hand, I steer the knee.
You're like, hey, chat, how's it going?
Yeah, you see me.
Everybody's laughing, dude. You're trolling me, dude. I'm getting mad.
You know, I don't think Draenor understands the cavity of the situation, truth be told.
Shut the fuck up.
Alright, Chad, if we get no likes,
that? That was awful.
Subscribe and I'll go in the other lane.
There was like one of those I can't remember what his name is. There was an influencer that was driving his Lamborghini while streaming. And crashed it. And, oh, by the way, it was also raining.
So what rain? What's your philosophy on a roadie?
It was
one roadie allowed.
What's a roadie?
One beer.
No.
If you're driving an expensive car, don't fucking go on
one roadie.
You absolutely have to. You have like a completely sober person following your car.
A roadie. One beer.
That is not one beer, Dom.
That's you can't drink and
drive. One beer.
No.
Ray, what about one bourbon, one scotch, and one beer?
Yeah, that's only 3.
No.
That's only 3 drinks. That's only 3 drinks.
No.
3 sips. You have to drink the whole beer. You have to drink the whole beer.
No. If we stop at the restaurant, we can each have a single drink as long as it's not a Long Island iced tea.
Out of that juice.
How about a double, whatever?
If it's a double, that's 2.
That's too
What
many.
about a proper size beer?
How about we take off early in the morning? We get there before we need to drink.
Disclaimer: don't drink and drive.
I will literally leave at 6 a.m. if you want to.
Go back.
Drink and drive. Well, how do you feel about getting high and
breaking
drive?
the law by drinking and driving?
A little bit.
I can't do high and drive. So
You can't. I can. No.
No.
So no, you don't know that.
I'm fine with drinking and driving.
If they have to scrape my body, or no, Vlad, Dom, if they have to scrape my body off the fucking highway, it better be because of another driver, not because of you.
That's fair.
I mean, Ray, I drink and drive all the time.
Nobody can tell my cat why I didn't come home, so I have to make sure I come home to her because I cannot die before she does.
Here's the thing: your cat likes me too, so we're good.
So let me ask you this:
I have been met your cat when I picked
No,
up
you
that day.
haven't. No.
You have a new cat?
I have Tina. You've never met Tina.
When I came to your house once.
No, you
most
parked
certainly have.
outside my garage.
I came inside and met your cat.
You've never come inside my
Yes,
house.
I did.
Window.
No, you didn't.
I did.
Cat tax.
I petted
No.
your cat.
I keep my house in a dystopian state, so there's no way you
tax.
I did. I touched something.
Right, you have to pay the cat tax.
Mm-mm. I have tons of pictures of Tina. She's all over my stream. Oh wait, you guys want to see Tina?
She's a great cat.
I love Tina. Tina. All right, I gotta talk to her.
There's speed
Kiki.
limits because people can't drive safely at certain speeds, and it's just people die.
Kiki.
I was a paramedic for 9
Kiki.
years. Car wrecks suck. You don't want them. You don't want them. Do everything you can do not to get in a car wreck. I'm telling you right now. Don't get in a car wreck.
Yeah, I could try to get Ty. Lily does not tolerate being held at all, but Ty, he'll complain. but
Don't be putting
Tina
a fucking
hates
mug in
it,
front of
dude.
the camera.
Okay, here's Tina.
Is your cat purring?
What
Here's
the hell?
Tina.
Get that camera. Get that mug out of the camera's
Probably
view.
is.
This
You
is my Kiki. She hates
sons of
me.
bitches.
Ready?
Get that thing out of there.
All right,
Thank you.
all right, all right.
She loves me.
Hold on.
Oh,
I'm just
my-
being a bitch. I'm just being a bitch.
Let me go get my pussy real
Ready?
quick.
Ready?
We're not taking the cat with us, are we?
Ray, I drink and drive all the time. It's just not alcoholic.
Okay, Vlad. That's not what we mean when we say drink.
I know, but it's a good pun.
I know.
What about heroin? Can we do heroin?
No.
Damn it. There's got to be something we could do.
No. No drugs.
What about coffee?
We can get some coffee. We can stop at Smoky Row. Is that Ty? I love him.
You guys got a Scooblers there in Pella? You do, right? Yeah.
Scooters, yeah.
Scooblers.
He didn't like me.
Scoobblers.
He kind of just sat under the chair, and I was like, "Hey!" And he like hissed it. And I was
Scooblers
like, okay,
has
have your
great
space
hot
then.
chocolate.
Like, he's so
Fair
mad.
enough.
Look how mad he
You want to
is.
do hot chocolate?
They're hot
That'd be- We're like there,
Fuck
like
yeah.
scarves.
Can we get hot chocolate to leave? Because Scooblers got great hot chocolate. I'll grab
I
two
want,
out
I want
your house.
coffee though. Like I'm a coffee person.
Oh,
I don't want to. Dude, everybody's
here,
bringing
but
out
he
their
is
cats.
growling
Vlad, you're
so
such a
much.
genius, dude.
All right,
Hold
get
on.
out. Get out.
I got a cute pussy.
Don't
here. Hold
hiss
on.
at me. Get out of my room.
Scott,
You're
your
such a
cat
drama
looks so
queen.
happy.
He started sliding though.
Neither of my cats are like picking up cats.
Oh.
Have a pan
So
shaker.
Vlad, pick them up and then give them treats.
Oh, my cats are both not pick-me-up cats.
Yeah, you gotta pick them up and then give them treats.
Yeah, no matter
That's
how
where,
many
like,
treats I
my
give them, they would
my
not
old
be
cat,
okay
because
with
I
it.
had a Manx cat that sadly passed away in 2022. He was a hold me cat. Like you could hold him and he'd just purr away.
Oh, is that kind of like Alex's cat that we're looking at? Kind of looks
Yeah,
grumpy
kind
and
of.
you
Except
love
he
him.
actually wanted to be picked up.
I feel like
Kinda
it's
looks
just,
grumpy. Is
it's
that the
color
markings?
pattern. Yeah, it's just the color pattern on its mouth makes
It's
it look
like-
like he's frumpy all the time.
But he,
No, he actually.
He's got like a black bow tie on his forehead.
he's like,
So
"Ugh, hate me,
he actually had to get a lot of his. Oh, okay.
And we're done.
Yeah, he had to get a lot of his teeth removed because he had a lot of plaque buildup and whatnot. So he's got like this one thing that, yeah, we call him like Elvis. Oh,
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, we had a cat, like, she had half her teeth pulled, but she was still, like, she loved
Sasha.
food so much that, like, they said, oh, she might not want to eat for, like, another 24 hours or so. No, as soon as she got home, half her teeth are gone. She still, like, immediately starts eating again. And she would meow and, like, her two big teeth she was missing, so she would have, like, a snaggle tooth like this. And she would meow and, like,
Belzar!
I muted you.
What's up, Belzar?
Okay, there you. I was like, Belzar, your mic was open the whole time.
Yeah, I muted him. I'm sorry.
No, he's got it off now.
Baby girl.
All right. You had a bad echo going.
You know, playing EVE Online and saving a bunch of Fs to do whatever the heck you want is like riding a bike.
Why do you have your bike inside?
What?
I have a problem with crime in my neighborhood, so I'm not risking it.
That's fair.
Valid.
Wait,
that's fair.
That
there's
Belzar! Needs
a. Wasn't working there for a second. I thought you meant like you meant people stealing your bike. I thought you meant like you ride your bike inside because you were worried about crime.
The simple
I'm dumb. I haven't even been drinking, and I'm an idiot right now. It's fine.
It sounds like Sada needs a Remington 870 if he's in a high crime area.
Vlad, you're not supposed to shoot criminals. You're supposed to call the cops. But ACAB, so you let them do things.
No, just for when seconds count, the police are minutes away.
The police will not help you. I really hate to say it.
So that's why you just don't give them a living. That's why you don't give them a living criminal.
No,
you just give them a dead body.
Because you should never want to crave killing another human being.
I may not crave it, but if it comes down to me or some asshole that breaks into my house, I know whose side I'm picking.
Are they hurting you or are they stealing your bike? Because if you're like, I'm going to shoot somebody for stealing my bike, then you have a very skewed opinion on how life should be honored. Yeah,
Agreed. To a certain degree. Yeah.
In my opinion, you should never kill somebody for property.
Yeah, but if they touch my cat, that's different.
Your cat is not property.
Yes,
Your cat is part
that's
of your
right.
family.
That's family.
Cat is property.
Legally, they are property.
Delana, we're not talking about the law.
If they break in, it's there's only one thing you do.
No.
What? What do you do? What do you do?
It's gonna be something about guns.
I don't know.
I mean,
it's
probably
I,
at
the
50
natural
miles an
human
hour.
being who craves killing another human being, because this is a very rational human thought, is it not, comrades? No, it is not. Shut the fuck up if you want to kill somebody else. You're not welcome here.
Can we? Can we not?
Yeah.
Can we not? Can we just?
Let's not
Or associate with people
Billy,
who crave
I don't know.
humans. So I will gladly die on that hill.
Anyway, I got something else.
Is that you,
Agreed.
Vlad? Because you can leave. I don't mind that.
Whoa.
Well,
am I wrong? Do you all crave killing other people?
No.
Yes or no? Everybody, can we go around the circle? Everybody say no. You don't want to kill another human being.
No.
I only want to kill Pixels. I want to kill Pixels.
There we go.
There we go. Yeah.
Thank you, Rain, for calling out not wanting to kill another human being, because apparently it wasn't clear to everybody in the fucking room.
What? I think it was pretty clear.
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
Because nobody else wanted to say it.
I just.
Crystal clear.
Sorry,
on my
Delana. I'm sorry, Delana. You're the most rational human being here. I'm sorry.
I'm just uncomfortable.
Rational human being here. What?
Like, sorry, I never want to kill a human being. Like, wow, it's such a revolutionary thought.
I mean, we had a whole ring around on the death penalty earlier, so go figure. We're all a bunch of degenerates.
Billy, you are correct.
Not all of us are degenerates.
I am a as a degenerate.
I'm
As a
stay until
degenerate.
5 a.m. kind of degenerate, not
As
a
a degenerate.
Yeah.
I'm proud of who I am.
There's different types of degeneracy.
Good degenerate.
Sorry, my stomach took over.
Here's my degeneracy. There you go. Proof positive I'm a weeba.
What's that mean?
A weeboo.
A weeb.
What the hell is that?
People
That
that
is-
like Japanese stuff.
It is a figurine of Rimuru from Reincarnated as a Slime. It is the first
You know what
ever
it said? Human life?
figure
This
I got.
includes anime characters.
I didn't know what any of those words were.
Rain is a weeb, confirmed.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
I
wrong, dude?
Weeb MMOG a lot.
Yeah, some have argued that playing Final Fantasy makes you a weeb, so...
The Codex of Studies does not approve of this action.
No. You're not a weeb for playing Final Fantasy. You're only a weeb if you play Final Fantasy as a potato.
I don't get
that.
that.
Like Lalafell?
You're not wrong.
Is that the
I'll let that one pass.
Yes, Lalafells. Also,
I agree with that.
I play as a lizard wizard.
Lizard Wizard?
I love that band!
Yeah.
King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizards? Fuck yeah, they're amazing.
Oh, Jesus.
King Gizzard's an amazing band. I'll tell you, King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizards, they're amazing band. Out of Australia, they probably have 40 albums out. They're fucking awesome.
The race is called O-Ra. They're like humans, except they have scales and they have a tail, and she's a black mage. So she's a lizard wizard.
Yeah, but she's not with the what?
I'm one of the big...
She's not with King Gizzard, though, right? Not the same lizard wizards.
No. Actually, I don't know what you're talking about.
Both Delon and Alex are like, no.
You need to look them up. Look them up.
I'm just eating.
I'm going to look up right now for you. Hold on.
Yeah, I need some more Australian music, because the only one I know right now is the guy that sings Dilly Gaff.
Is that the I Come From a Land Down Under song?
Oh. It's like,
Can you sing it? I don't know it.
I come from a land down under.
It's a catchy song.
Chunder. Fuck, the only song that's karaoke is the grandma song.
I didn't know the song anyway. I just wanted to see karaoke. That's a good job.
Around the world.
Let me help you out of your chair, grandma.
November? Where's November when we need him? Speaking
I'm
of
sorry, November is
Australian-
busy dropping monsoons.
Also, Drayden, we are having our meetup in Seattle, right?
Wait.
Wait, Delonda, you're going to Seattle but not Grand Rapids?
What the hell?
This will be next year, I think.
It'll be next year. At I don't know what time of year it is.
Well,
so I don't even know yet.
It's still in discussions. I talked with Genovan.
Make it happen, Drayden.
So November and I think Genovan, he's one of the Seattle guys. Genovan was talking about that they do plan having a bigger Seattle meet next year, and it's in the works, but they're still working out details. There's nothing concrete. I don't even think there's like a rough estimate of time.
It might be one someday.
As long as they do the Seattle meetup not 3 days before Christmas, then we'll be great.
I would hope they do it like I'm thinking like end of summer or like August was actually a good time when I went out there August to meet up with November. And it's like it's nice and hot, but it's not like crazy hot. But it's like the weather is good, so I think August would be a good time.
I like good weather.
I agree. August would be great because then I could come up there for my birthday.
Nice.
Because I'm only 3 hours away in Portland, so you know.
Yeah.
We can
Get my happy butt up there.
And I think next year in June I'll be doing the Portland trip, so I'll give you a call. Hopefully I have time. Hopefully I have time. It's kind of tight, but I might be able to like have lunch with you or something.
Yeah, or if nothing else, maybe we can catch a dinner at the Weird Leather and Mead.
Okay, yeah, dinner might be a thing because once it gets late enough, like dinner time, I'll probably stop working and get a hotel. So I'll hopefully try and finish stuff because I have to go down to Salem and do shit. And like the last couple times I went there, I had to end up staying in Salem because I didn't finish everything out there. But
I know how that goes.
Yeah, but
Is that like
either
with
way,
the witch?
either lunch the next day or dinner the
Different
the night
Salem.
on the way out there.
Oh, okay.
Heck yeah, it'll be fun.
Salem's like it's like an hour south of Portland, hour and a half maybe, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, but the original Salem's on the other side of the country.
Oh yeah,
Boston,
not the witch
Near
trials
Boston.
Salem. That's in like what, Maine or
Not the
something?
witch
Maine.
The
Maine,
Massachusetts.
No,
Massachusetts.
Well, Salem's the capital of Oregon, so
Yeah,
What the hell happened? So you guys are witch lovers. Witch lovers.
I'm a witch.
I love it. I like witch lovers.
Oh,
You know they didn't in Salem. They didn't kill witches. They killed women.
that's true.
They also killed a man.
Are you trying to say that most women are witches?
No, I'm saying that's how they
What are you
justify their
trying to say
misogyny.
here?
I'm saying that's how
They
they
killed a
justify their
man
misogyny.
too. It wasn't all women.
Just a man, bro. Like, how do you not recognize the man range? Shut the fuck up, Vlad. We're talking about women here.
How do you not recognize the man, Rain?
Men centering men. Wow, what a fucking shocker.
I'm just saying that
I'm just saying, like, oh my god, Rain, there was like one guy, okay?
okay? It wasn't hundreds of women, okay?
Mommy and Daddy are fighting.
Sorry. Delana, stop calling me out, okay?
I don't like this. Somebody get me an adult. I'm sorry, Rain.
That makes my fucking stomach hurt.
People are
The
fighting.
way it kind of is right. A lot of the Salem witch trials basically were
Or justified killing women. Yes, thank you.
Of course,
They were all
sometimes people going
Sometimes
psychotic.
the bitch gotta be killed.
There were
Heaven forbid
that were
women do
convenient to
literally
blame.
anything because, like, men get mad about it. Oh,
Because sometimes you gotta give them the back of your hand.
They were also all
there's a
hallucinating.
woman in power. Ugh,
Because they ate corn that had mold on it and made them
You live in-
so
I
unmasculated
know where-
by a woman,
Rain,
bro.
Rain, I know where you live. That's the thing.
Does that make you insecure?
I know where you
Good.
live.
That was
Hey,
good.
Does that make you
That was a
insecure?
good one.
Me? No, I'm good with it.
I want to go hunt some ghosts.
No, you don't.
Women traded? Is that it?
No, God, I want to play some Phasmophobia because
Good idea.
We can have women ghosts in Moline.
The Christmas event's going on, so I want to go. I want to go.
How do we do that?
You wanna,
Do we do that together?
Well, yeah,
Raiden, you want to go? You want to go? Let's do it.
Do we do that
Yeah,
together?
I have a room.
All right,
Do you
you got
like
a
to do
room?
Phasmophobia
Get
ghost
a room,
hunting,
too.
or do you like to do ghost hunting for real? Huh?
I think this is a good opportunity
both.
for us to transition to game night then and just do final shots, final thoughts, and then switch to game mode.
Yeah, so we still want to stream to people.
Final thought: eat the rich.
Hell yeah.
No, you know what?
The general
I
chat.
feel like I'm rich. Maybe not monetarily,
Final
but
thought:
I'm
you are
rich.
not the rich.
But I feel rich.
You're rich with friendship.
Yeah, it's the best kind of rich. Don't eat me. Don't eat me.
He is right. Rich with friendship is the best rich.
I'm gonna eat your brain, dude, like a fucking zombie.
You know
Like,
what?
No, friendship
What?
is the
Guess
best
what?
ship.
You can eat me.
Also, Rain, that sounded weirdly sexual.
Thank you, Delana.
What do you mean weirdly? She's been sexual all night.
It's a Christmas tree and it's
Look how she acts
glowing.
weirdly. That's
Why is there a
weirdly
glowing Christmas tree in the lobby?
It's what you click on. When
Oh,
you,
I thought you meant on our
Oh,
streams.
it's probably because the
Rain,
thing.
Rain.
Yeah,
Tell
the
Drayden,
event.
tell Drayden how you described your trip next weekend's going to be. How you described to your mom how the trip's going to be.
We already beat
Mom,
the
I'm
first
driving
date.
out with a man who's married, and we're meeting a gay guy, but it's okay. They're my friends.
I'm leaving with some dude
And my mom has
who's
to
married.
be like, my
and we're
mom
meeting
like,
some gay
I
guy.
approve.
and my mom's like socializing it to like, she'll be like, oh yeah, my daughter's going out, and she's like, with a married man who has kids close to her age. Oh, but don't worry, they're hanging out with the
But
gay
they live,
guy.
yeah, they live next to each other. though.
They live near each other. We've met him. It's okay.
The only thing missing from that now, Rain, is you need a polyamorous person in there.
I know, right? Bro, dude, I have bi panic from watching Siri in the Witcher 4 trailer, so it's okay.
All I could think of when he said with that with the Emirates was like a polygon and like an
Bi-panic.
Emirates airliner.
I don't know what it means, but I love Siri, so she's like both my daughter and my wife, okay?
Got it.
I will never forget Bi Panic. That's fucking
Bi
funny.
panic.
Yeah,
It's
Bi
even better
Panic.
when it's like we're meeting up with a guy for his birthday and his wife.
Yeah.
So if there's bi-panic, what about tri-panic?
Yes.
That's where I'm at.
Try anything.
Try
Yeah,
everything.
we're down to try anything. There you go.
You're, my friend,
Oh my God.
you have to try everything twice. Because the first time you're going to fuck it up. Right? You gotta
That's a
try
good
it twice.
point.
Dom,
That is
can
a
we
good
stop at a
point.
gas station
You're
to
never
get like
going
a
to do
bunch of
anything
junk
right
food?
the first time. You never do anything right the first time.
Dom, can we go to a gas station and get a bunch of junk food?
Fuck yeah, that's the only way to travel.
Hey,
Oh my
and
God, I
You know
want-
what? Actually, you'll feel right at home when you're here. We have a bunch of new additions to our gas stations, including Come and Go.
You have come and
Yeah,
go?
no,
Come and
guess what?
Shut the fuck up.
They're gone.
Come and
They're done.
Coming and we're going.
Yeah, come and goes done.
I know
Got bought out.
they're gonna change. Yeah, they got bought
Maverick.
out last year, but they're probably gonna change the
Didn't
name.
Amaranth buy
But-
We used to
But
we used to call those
Circle
but
Circle K.
they've opened
Oh.
like 6 or 7 of them around the Grand Rapids Metro over the last year.
You can always, yeah. If you ever get in trouble with the law, you can use my name. It will help. Just say, hey, I know Dom. Dom's a Diplo. He'll take care of it. Just no matter where you are, that works.
When you're in my county, drop my mom's name because she works for the city, so she pays our police.
Oh wow!
I'm 99% sure I've gotten saved from being pulled over. 'Cause
Oddly, Sorry.
No.
You know,
The city.
if I ever do end up getting into some trouble in my area, though, I'm not saying a damn word, but unless I ask for my lawyer appointed to me by my city.
Exactly. Don't talk to the police, friends. They are not your friends.
My
ACAB
friends don't.
That
applies
is
to
true.
police.
You can never get in trouble by shutting the fuck up.
No, you cannot. You're
Hire
correct.
Vlad for your lawyer, dude. He
You
will
can-
shoot them for you.
Yeah. Just don't
Or
say.
is it
Don't
wrong sentence?
ever
In
say
the game.
To remain silent,
really.
In
and not the
Minecraft.
ability.
And Among Us.
Oh, who's Among Us?
That is
What was
one
I
of
downloading? Phasmagoria. How did you get to that?
So, Drayden, actually, if we're playing, if you're playing Phasmophobia, can someone be the imposter and try
I
to
have
let the
this
ghost
game, I
win?
don't fucking know I do.
Not really.
No.
You can let the ghost kill you, and that's about as much as you can do.
I'm really good at that.
Poltergeist.
I've accidentally got other people killed before because
Not an accident. He's a bitch.
no, because when I was doing the game, I didn't know the risks of things, and so I found a Ouija board, and I'm just like, I started asking the question, like, "How old are you?" I'm like, "Haha, 27."
New Ouija
nice.
board at Redline's birthday.
Then I didn't
Oh,
realize
no,
that
shit,
So okay,
walk away from it without saying goodbye. It breaks the Ouija board and starts a curse taunt, and it started upstairs where other people were, and they died. So
we
need a-
true
we
story.
need a
no,
Ouija board.
I need to comment real quick.
We
on
need
what
a
Rain
Ouija
said.
board.
A Luigi board.
Rain, we actually could do that next weekend. Remember, the parts of the hotel are over 110 years old.
Let's go, dude.
And
I'm down.
We actually used to, before the pandemic, they haven't brought them back, but they used to do like ghost tours like at the hotel.
Can we drink at the
Let's
hotel?
go. Can we do a ghost tour?
Yeah.
We get really, really fucked up
Alright.
and then do it.
Alright, bet. Skyhawk, we're doing
Will you
it.
guys
Anybody
leave
else for Phasmophobia?
I'm
No,
trying.
they don't do the tours.
Long
anymore.
I have a question.
What do I have to do?
Twitch chat. Is anybody in Twitch chat want to do Phasmo?
I think Dom said he was.
I'm trying to. Yeah.
Skyhawk, just remember, we're not allowed to let people rip. Only OSPF and BGP.
So SPF.
Who's your blah blah?
Networking
We were
pod.
never able to see into this room before.
That's gross. It's a networking protocol called REP.
A Bucciarelli.
I think it's 4.
Oh God!
How
Wait.
many could be in Phasma?
Real quick before we switch to
time. So Drayden
Guys,
and Rain,
stop.
you guys both need to do a group.
before y'all switch to Phasmo and I drop off of here, let me actually pay the kitty tax for everybody who's voting for me. I'm gonna go grab Cinnabon.
Okay. Yeah,
show
so we go
everybody.
vote for Thelza.
You're not gonna hang out with the Salazar and play Phasmophobia.
I'm not a Phasmo. I'm gonna be a fan, but I'll still watch. I'll be right back.
Plasmophobia. How do I join your group? How do you do it?
Kitty
Honest, what the
You
hell
go
is
to-
that?
Private game.
That is a stuffed gorilla.
How do you get a private game?
So go to the, there's like a
Alright,
cork
Eric,
board.
stop, guys, stop.
Corkboard, thank you.
Sorry.
Say it, Delana.
I get overstimulated and there's too many people talking at once and I don't know what you're saying.
Delana, I love you.
Sorry,
Corkboard.
Delana.
How do I get in the game? How do I do it? Go to the corkboard?
Oh God.
Sorry, Delana.
And multiplayer.
Do we got a newbie on board?
And
There's
then
a cat.
playing-
Felzar got a cat.
playing Private game.
Kitty.
I do. I don't know what I'm doing.
Aw,
so
your
the
cat
corkboard,
is
there should be like
cute.
single player, multiplayer, like a list of stuff. Go multiplayer. And then at the bottom right, there should be a button saying "Join Private Game" or "Join."
So that wasn't Cinnabon. That was actually Mr. Marble who
I don't know.
came up to me when I stepped out of the room.
Mr.
He's our
Marble.
chonkers. Our chonkers, or as I like to call him,
My
the
Delana.
What?
What are you doing? Come downstairs. Clean up this mess.
I'm not cleaning shit.
We will clean this mess up with the.
Also, there's definitely new stuff in this room, isn't there?
Oh
This
yeah, you
was
can
never
actually
in
see
here
the
before.
ghost.
Okay, hold on. I'm
Yeah.
Y'all
And there's like a
with the
gun
ghosts.
and a
I'll see y'all
TV.
next week.
That was not
Where
there.
are you going, Vlad?
I'm going to play PoE and not Phasmophobia.
Okay.
PoE. What's PoE?
PoE 2, right?
Path of Exile.
Wait. 2, right?
Pork.
Yes, I'm playing the second one because
Pork
GG
rinds?
won't
Pork
not let me
rinds?
league yet for the first.
Alright,
What's
you
it called?
slut.
Dude, I could go for some fucking
I'm
pork
stay
rinds
here.
right now.
I'm fine with staying then.
I didn't hear what you
No, I
said.
just want to be shitty. So.
I don't know how to play the game, so you have to tell me how to log in.
Oh,
I'm looking
God.
at I'm looking at our corkboard.
So
Okay, so
Look at
corkboard,
that.
Do you see a multiplayer
Watch this.
button?
Bloop.
Wait.
Hey Nick, speak.
Which
1983.
corkboard?
Speak Cyrillic.
Uh,
Oh, we love you.
Vote on
Suck a blah.
contract times 18 times 2. Then another board here says end license agreement. I accept.
Yeah, go through all that.
It's like dominoes.
So my final thought here is, I'm not rich. I got a lot of friends here, and to be honest with you, I don't need a hiding place to have a drink, unlike some, but that's okay. But here we are. Cheers. Skull.
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 Now I'm an equipment manager. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here.
Okay, so no, go for, so hit escape and.
What was that?
Do you see like a?
Equipment
Like, it looks
manager.
like a shop counter.
Shop.
Well, hit escape. Go get off of that screen.
Okay.
And now you're like walking around in a room, right? You see like a shop counter.
See a Christmas tree.
Yeah. Okay. So, the opposite side of the Christmas tree, you should see a cork board that should have a bunch of tabs saying like single player, multiplayer, stuff like that, right? Like on the wall.
Oh, I don't see this at all.
What? Where are? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna share my screen.
By the way, gang, we have just proved one of the core rules of Eve. The minute you go, the minute you get up and walk away from the PC, even if cloaked, someone warps in on you and you die.
For sure.
Oh no!
Oh shit!
Oh, and it was the dude's first kill at Eve, so now that's even cooler. I'm talking to him, of course.
That's awesome. Yeah. I don't think I've ever killed you. But I'd like to.
I mean, I fly Ebor. I die a lot. But now I was out flying in a metamorphosis doing event sites.
Do you like that ship, or are you flying it for the lulz?
I actually don't mind it. I flew it for the lulz and found out I actually do kind of like it for doing data slash relic sites.
It's awfully squishy for what it costs.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was flying my free one, so I'm more upset.
Yeah.
I'm more upset about losing the pod.
Speaking of, I forgot to get back in my training pod.
Okay, so Dom, there's a big Christmas tree in the middle of the room.
Yes.
Right. Okay, so if you look, and then you should see like it looks like a shop counter with a bunch of snow on it, with like items in the glass counter.
There's a present like on the corner.
Yeah. So to the left of that, you should see a corkboard on the wall.
It says end license agreement.
Oh, okay. You probably have to click through that and accept.
It won't let me go through that.
You have to scroll down. Like you have to scroll down probably and read through the whole thing and then hit accept.
Is one of you gonna stream this? Like, are you streaming this straight in?
That's what I wasn't doing. I wasn't scrolling all the way down. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Okay. And then I can stream it if
So we click multiplayer.
multiplayer, and then join bottom right. There should be like a join private room, and in the general chat in our Discord, I have a number there. You're gonna type that number in.
Where?
In general chat channel, there's a number. Or if you want, just I could just tell you the number.
I can do things.
Okay.
Well,
I don't.
Yeah, I'm
Alright, so I can't
installing
do
PoE too.
Okay, so are you on the number? I can just tell you the number.
How secret is it? I just joined.
oh, there he is.
Train Dominar silent. Oh, we got our names in here. Everything. Fuck yeah.
Alright,
What should I do?
well, we're gonna pick a map and go real quick, but did we want to? Skyhawk's gone.
I don't know how to play, so you
I'm
don't want me on your team.
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm just about to need to flip some food that's in the oven. I am starving.
You gonna flip flap and
I
what?
would say, did we want to swap it over, and I can run the stream on Phasmo?
Yeah.
Do I have time? Do I have time to go pee?
I'll have to change the title on to.
Do I have time to go pee?
Hell yeah, bro, let's piss.
I didn't say
Jesus
piss. Why are you so crude? Why are you so crude? I was gonna go tinkle.
I absolutely cannot wait to hang out with Rain in FanFest.
Tinkle.
If you're like this now,
You're gonna spool it up right away.
I don't know.
Yeah, I just gotta change the title.
Bro, wait till I'm at
Okay.
FanFest and I'm bullying you to go to the bathroom with me.
Everyone watching.
Like,
I'm
oh my
gonna
God,
turn the
Rain, I'll
stream
go take a
off,
piss. Jesus.
but Drayden will.
Bro,
be
I
getting
gotta
it-
piss. Come with me.
Guys, I'm going to be turning the stream off for a moment. Drayden will get it back up shortly when we swap over to Phasma.
Yay!
So that's why I'm
Phasma.
not going to run a raid, but here we go.